This episode of Beaten Down is brought to you by Arco Roofing.
Are you in need of a new roof? Look no further than Arco Roofing. With nearly 20 years in the residential and commercial construction business, Arco Roofing doesn't just know how to re-roof your house or business, they understand how it was built.
Maybe you don't need a complete re-roof, perhaps just a repair will do. Arco's experienced team can assess your situation and provide the best solution for your needs, whether it's a minor fix or a full replacement.
Also mention that you heard about them on the Beaten Down podcast, and you'll receive $500 off any new roof.
Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your biggest investment with Arco Roofing. Call them today with your free roof report at 940-654-9096 or 817-304-1065. Again, that's Arco Roofing at 940-654-9096 or 817-304-1065. This episode of Beaten Down is brought to you by ABC Dump Roll-Off Dumpster Rental. ABC Dump is a locally owned and operated company. With 11, 15, 20, and 30 cubic yard dumpsters, they have the size for every occasion. Whether you're remodeling the house, cleaning out the garage, or doing commercial construction, they have the right size for your project. With upfront pricing and easy online ordering, ABC Dump makes ordering a dumpster as simple as possible. Give them a call or text at 682-803-8031 or order online at abcdump.net. That's abcdump.net.
And we're back, are we?
No. Well,
Well,
had a good little week.
yeah, pretty good.
Played a little golf on
Did?
Sunday.
Yes, big group.
Got a little attitude from the guy running the country club,
Mm-hmm. Just more,
but I understand why.
yeah, but
We allocated ourselves more cards than what we should have had.
yeah, I mean,
We had like 9 cards for 8 players. For the weekend, it was Memorial Weekend, so we decided to go play golf and brought our significant others with us. And
Yep.
then other people also showed up and hung out with us, and it was
Yeah.
a busy weekend.
yeah, it was fun.
I played phenomenal.
Always,
Just
yeah,
everything was a perfect shot.
it was so easy.
Just, I
Yeah.
mean, my drives,
Yeah,
5-6 foot.
when you were driving that cart,
Oh,
pretty damn good.
my putts. I mean, they were there, somewhere around there. My team was. So I told Facto. I don't know if anybody let y'all know because y'all had a team of players that can play.
Well, I mean, Factos can
Okay.
he can get rolling. Mason, of course, is
Right,
Matt. He can get going too,
right,
and I'm just the
and then you,
anchor weighing them down. But I can get shots here and there.
and then. So my team was me.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Best
Probably.
player. Could go.
I'm like 3 strokes from being pro.
Mm-hmm.
David Blue.
Who's
I don't know how he's not pro already.
I don't think he's. I think you got him beat.
I don't.
I think so.
Tristan.
Who can murder the ball, but you never know.
You never know where it's
where
going.
it's going, but he can kill it.
And then Blake Blue.
And I don't know how he just kind of.
I mean, he's better than me. So, I mean, it doesn't take a lot to get better than me.
Yeah.
But so we decided after we finished hole 1, we are removing 1 stroke from everything we do.
Wow.
And we still lost y'all by 1.
Wow. Yeah, it was fun though.
In fact, the only one we didn't remove a stroke from was hole 8 because y'all sat there and watched us and counted with us.
Yeah. It was fun though. We weren't really there. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, we had a fun time. Ladies, so and I don't guess y'all took heed of my words when I said they have a pool there, they can go swimming. So Tasha and Lexus came, and they brought swimsuits, but they just decided to just hang out with us rather than to go
Yeah,
do that.
Chessa decided she goes, I'm gonna go grab a swimsuit then and take it, just in case. And then, for some reason, she put her swimsuit somewhere
Forgot.
during the winter, like put them away.
Oh,
but she don't know where she put them. She can't find them. I was like, there can't be too many places.
Right. Just in the house somewhere.
She has no idea where any of her swimsuits are.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
But we had a great day. It wasn't too terribly hot.
No, it got hot at the end, but we were, we started at 10. It was
Yeah.
little breeze was blowing.
Nice 18 holes. Then Monday, I was off. You were off Monday? I was off Monday, and I didn't do a thing.
Well, it rained though.
Yeah.
It rained off and on.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't do I watched Band of Brothers. That's usually what Memorial Day or Veterans Day is turned into, is the Band of Brother marathon's on, and I watch it. If you've never seen it and you like war stuff.
I played Fortnite, and that's about it.
Yeah.
A little bit of that, not a whole lot. Then back to work Tuesday, Wednesday. I get a text Wednesday, hey, you want to play Thursday? From Blake. And I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely.
No, Bucky had said, hey, we need 2 people. You and Daniel want to play, so let me ask him.
Well, and my first question to you was...
Well, my first question before I even texted you to Bucky was, am I going to be the worst one on the team? Before I even told him that you said yes or no. He said, no. He goes, there's one guy that's only played like 4 times. I said, good. And then I bring Daniel along just in case.
And so he knows, like if I'm there, he knows he's not the worst one on the team.
So I had 2 that I had a pretty good idea at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
It was awesome. I hadn't played in a scramble in a while.
No.
I forget how much fun
Probably
it
been
is.
a couple of years.
But the problem is, we didn't really warm up until like
the
6th hole.
We birdied our only birdies were the last 3.
Right.
And then
but we did have a birdie shot at one of the other ones.
Well, we had birdie shots at a couple. We just missed
can't putt.
Well, they were long ones. Except for one.
That's you.
I made
a 32-foot putt.
I made 2 out of the 3 putts to get us our birdies.
Right.
The last one was a long one.
Right. Terrible time.
It's fun.
I mean, it was great. No, I'd say terrible.
Yeah.
Any day that I'm out there, and I always tell people, they're like, oh, do you play golf? And I go, well, I do go to a golf course.
Yeah.
I have clubs. I bring balls, and I swing. But I'm there to drink because I'm terrible at golf.
Yeah.
I don't foresee myself getting better.
I'm not expecting how I play is how I play.
Right.
I just do it for the fun. I'm not going to win anything.
No. And anybody that wants me to play with them, I want them to understand that's not what I'm here for. Like, even if that is what I'm here for, I'm not that guy.
If you're banking on me to carry a team, you're in trouble.
Yeah, we are in the worst team. But
there's a lot of people out there.
So we started on 8, and then obviously 9, that little par 3 next to the golf course.
Oh yeah,
and we had a tragedy.
So
we had just somebody started bleeding just profusely and wouldn't stop. We didn't finish hearing about it for the rest of the fucking day.
Oh, you asshole! I think you did it on purpose. Why don't you tell him what you did to me?
I, as a nice man, see Blake's ball that he hit over to the clubhouse.
Almost hit some cars.
Out of bounds. I'm pretty sure it did because it was resting between 2 cars.
Just stop there.
So I pick it up. And Blake's walking to me, starts clapping his hands like this. Just clap, clap, clap. Looking at me. And so I toss the ball. And the minute I toss the ball, he turns his head and looks away. And now I start going, Blake! And so he turns around.
And that bitch hit me
immediately,
right in the kiss,
square in the lips.
Bleeding pretty good.
It's crazy how much it was bleeding,
but I mean, it got it pretty good.
Yeah,
but
so that's because it was coming like from up down onto your mouth.
So my perspective was, you went to get the ball. Bucky said something. So that's when I turned, and when I was clapping it like, haha, that's a good joke.
Oh.
I wasn't clapping at you.
I thought you were like, give me my ball.
And then I turned, and I see you, and I still don't see any ball. I turn, I see you, and then boom. Luckily, you didn't throw it hard, because that could have fucked up.
Well, I'm not going to throw it like a baseball.
Knocked my teeth
Launch it.
But yeah, that was a good one. But that's one, you know what's strange is, I said to you last night, how fast mouth wounds heal,
yeah,
compared to everything else.
Yeah.
What's to do with that?
Well, like even like if you bite your tongue or
But
whatever,
it heals
quick.
I mean, this was bleeding good, but it stopped within.
You do still have a bump there, like
oh yeah, it's swollen,
and I can see kind of you're like,
yeah, but I keep playing with it.
Yeah,
but they heal like. Why does it heal so?
I felt so bad.
It was funny. I mean, because it didn't really. It hurt, but not like horrible. But I was just. First thing came in my head is if I have to get like stitches, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Because it felt pretty good. When I was filling up my tongue, I was like, "That's a pretty good little,
it's a nice little hole there."
Hole. But no, all's well.
Yeah, good.
There's something else. I was. It's like this motherfucker.
I felt so bad, but at the same time, I'm like, "Why did you like?" I didn't know Bucky or somebody had taken your attention away from me.
I never saw it. It was funny though. Oh, Misty got a.
Oh,
she was front and center. She got to see it all happen.
Yeah,
because she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Yeah, because she was also yelling, "Blake!"
Yeah, because she was watching, I guess. So she got a front.
Oh God,
it was funny. Though.
And so on our first hole. Was it our? Yeah, it was definitely our second shot of the first hole. I go to hit, and I do hit, and it doesn't go straight. It goes a little to. If you're staring behind the ball towards the hole, it goes to the right, which is kind of where her cart was sitting. And she's like, "Get me the fuck out of here!"
She's like, "I'm moving out of this bitch." I said, "That's probably a good idea."
90-degree shots are my specialty.
I've seen them come straight off before, so and pretty hard too.
It was good times though.
Yeah, it was fun. Like I said, I haven't done that in a long time. Thanks, Bucky, for inviting us.
And maybe
like to keep playing. I mean, sometimes it's at 5:30, so sometimes work and everything. It not always can happen. But
oh God, here we go.
But for the most part, I think we can pull off.
Yeah.
Just have to take the stuff with you to work, or I would.
Not me.
Because on a typical day, I'm getting off at 5. I got off early that day.
Yeah, so. That's why I was like, how the hell did you get there before me? Like I thought. I'm on my way there at 5, and you're like, I'm already here. And I'm like, how the fuck did you? I thought you got off at 5.
I usually do, but I took off early that day.
Gotcha.
But usually 5, if I know I'm going to play in a scramble, I'll have everything with me and change at work. And
so Blake was injured throughout, after our last 7 holes, Blake was injured, and that was kind of the reason we fell apart.
I don't know about that.
We were so concerned with his injury.
I didn't hear any concerns.
In our hearts.
It was fun. I had to get... Yeah, it's a good time. Excuse me.
School's out. Graduation tonight
officially.
For the M-Dub.
Mm-hmm. Taylor's playing because, they always have the band.
Oh, they played the graduation song
on
the
the field. So
yep.
we had to go to Walmart today and... It's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Had to go to Walmart today and get her a white shirt and black pants. Because I got to wear a white shirt, black. And I said, didn't you? I remember getting that for you last year.
Yeah, what happened to that? It's not like she's grown so
Couldn't
much.
find it. It's gone.
Of course.
Chess probably cleaned it and threw it away. She tends to do that. So, yeah, we went and got her some white shirt, black pants. When I left, Audrey was curling her hair.
What is she going to graduation?
No, she was curling Taylor's hair.
Oh,
for her.
I
Audrey's,
got you.
She's good at that stuff. So,
well,
I heard a lot of screaming.
They were getting mad at each other.
Audrey always just screams. Like even when she's not mad, she's loud. We did go visit her today.
At work,
and she pushed pause. She was listening to the podcast. She's a listener. She usually listens to. And she was telling me, she's like, you should have Clayton Etheridge on. I said, really, why? And she goes, he's never missed an episode. He listens to every episode.
Really?
Loves the thing, never misses it. Is like she goes, he's y'all's biggest fan that I know.
Clayton Etheridge.
Mm-hmm. Old Cletus himself listens to.
Man, what's up, Cletus?
Yeah, so she said.
Baby cakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they used to call them, right? Baby cakes.
So she said, she goes, he never misses an episode. He loves it. I said, I'll tell Daniel.
I'm sure he's busy.
Hey, reach out. We'll get you home.
He's busy flying planes and shit, right?
We'll make you famous.
Doesn't he fly planes?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but he's a big listener.
Dude, I love it. Hopefully not while you're flying planes. Although it'd be cool if you were.
Lamont claims he's the number one fan, but he might have some competition.
Competition, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, we get feedback from Lamont, though.
Yeah, I mean, We sure do. God. But,
good times.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So,
That's
yeah,
neat.
neither did I. So yeah, shout out to Cletus and reach out to Danny or me, and we'll see if we can get you on.
So, a few weeks ago, we tried those new Pringles, the Miller Lite crossover, whatever. Have you heard of the lawsuit against Pringles?
No.
A woman from New York
Okay.
is suing Pringles, claiming that their packages discriminate against people with fuller-sized arms and natural curves.
So
A 42-year-old woman bought Pringles 56 times last year
56 times.
and couldn't reach the bottom of the tube.
Just dump it out.
And she says other chips that she buys, she doesn't have that issue. And she's had enough.
And it sounds like she knows what she's talking about, that she goes through a lot of chips.
Listen,
Do you? I don't
you
even.
can take the tube
I don't
and
even-
just pour them out.
I don't even reach all the way in there. Guess what? When it
2
starts
fingers.
getting low, and
Right. You tilt it up and put like 2 fingers like
yeah.
chopsticks in there and pull them out.
yeah, shut up.
Because you can't fit your whole arm
Yeah,
in there.
what the? Shut
Look,
up.
I'm not a small man by any means. But even when it's not...
No,
it
just
has nothing
slide
to,
it
like,
to-
like, I'm sure your size does have something to do with it. But like my hand doesn't fit
no, it's
to
pretty,
the bottom
it is
of the
pretty
tube.
Easy, just
But that's just because my hands aren't made to go into that small tennis ball tube. Turn it upside down and not.
so stupid.
When I heard that, I went,
Shut up.
That's what are those frivolous lawsuits?
Yeah, shut up.
It's just someone trying to get money.
You're not gonna win shit.
There's no way that she wins
Shut up.
anything out of that, right?
Trump, do something about that. Make an example. But yeah, that's just God. People are stupid. They're crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Crazy. Yes, people are nuts.
It's like the lady that burnt herself with hot coffee from McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
You ordered hot coffee.
But didn't she win?
Yes.
And that's why they.
How the fuck did you win that? You order hot coffee, burn yourself, and you sue the place because the coffee was hot.
That's like if a burglar broke into your house. And I think this has happened before.
Oh, and they
Well, there
sue you
wasn't-
when they hurt themselves?
He hurt himself in your house while he was. It sued you for.
And wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me?
Absolutely.
I'd lose my shit.
No fucking way. I don't understand where we're at, where that passes as a lawsuit. They can get that thing. Go, yep.
They find some kind of loophole in the system. Some lawyer that knows how to. That's just God. People frustrate me.
You know, what's going to happen is you're going to have like you watch like My 600-Pound Life. You ever seen that one? Which is a guilty pleasure of mine. I haven't watched one in a while.
There's one that's like 1,000-pound sisters.
Oh yeah, that's the
Something
two
like
sisters.
that, yeah.
Oh,
They
that's
won't-
another one. I had that one got so bad that I had to stop watching it. Like I could just feel myself just melting brain cells every time I
Yeah,
watched it. But that would be like somebody on that show that's a bigger person saying, "Oh, I'm going to sue
I'm gonna
a
sue-
Coke company
Yeah,
because
I have
as
diabetes.
as I squeeze my 2 liter of Coke, it only so much comes out, and now I have to raise my arm up to
Yeah.
get the remainder. You know, it's
Yeah.
like something dumb like that. Like, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
shut up.
First of all, you're not meant to drink out of the 2 liter.
Yes.
That's a shareable size. Just like the Pringles tube is a shareable size.
I watch those shows when I'm feeling bad about myself.
I watch Hoarders. Like Tasha and I watch Hoarders, and like we our house is clean, you know, lived in sometimes, but it's,
Yeah.
but it's clean.
most
you know?
of it's at ours is clothes.
Like it is not mopped all the time.
no, but most of ours is it's clothes,
Yeah,
laundry.
hats here and there,
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that. No, absolutely. We have dog toys that
Yeah.
are just on the floor, you know, and just it's not by any means a dirty
They're
house.
tins, but I keep them clean.
Yeah, they're tins, but I keep them clean. But we watch. So I always tell Tasha, I'm like, because she's like, "Oh, I got to clean." I'm like, "That's fine. You know, we rest today. It's you know,
Yeah.
it's Sunday. We'll do it. You know, throughout the week when it's already a work week and we're just working. And I know we're tired, but at least and we don't want to do it on the weekend. Let's do it during the week, type of thing." And I'm like, "Look, let's just watch this show, and it's Hoarders."
Yeah, look,
And
you
yeah,
wanna
I'm
feel
just like,
better
I'm
about
like,
yourself?
look,
Yeah.
let's just look.
The
I
worst
mean,
one I ever saw was the person that was collected the shit, their feces,
Oh,
in
yes.
like jars and stuff. I was like, what the?
there was also one where a lady was like, I used to have a cat or a dog or whatever it was, and then they found it
Dead,
under all the shit.
dead.
Weird. Isn't that fucking weird?
God, people are crazy. That's just the mental illness.
Oh,
I mean, it is.
100%.
That's a
Like
mental-
you see them digging shit out of that. Like when they bring the cleaners in.
I mean, that's so.
And they get so, like, even trash. They're
Yeah.
like, nothing leaves until I approve
yeah, I have
it
to look
leaving.
through everything.
I'm like, no. And so they bring it out and just throw piles of just shit.
And most
on-
of the people like volunteers, like help them.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
just start
Yeah,
throwing
fuck
shit.
You. I just start.
You take one over there, I'm
and
taking two
sometimes
over
the,
here.
the therapist or person that's there will say that like on the side. She'll
Yeah.
be like, if it's garbage and it just chunk it.
Right.
You know, we'll save a little bit, but just throw it away. They'll never. But yeah, good God. Ugh.
But, you know, trash is one thing. But when you're taking it, but like if it's somebody's, you know, if you're finding knickknacks and shit like that, that probably
yeah.
should be trash,
Yeah, put,
but
yeah,
just
put that to, but just garbage, just throw it away.
they just can't though.
Ugh.
And that's how you know it's a mental
Mm-hmm.
disorder.
Obviously,
Okay. You ever use eye drops?
yeah, not too much, but I have.
I've used, like, especially allergy season. Like when that's stuff, like I'll get itchy eyes and I've got to use the Visine allergy
Eyes or
relief, or
something.
clear eyes allergy
Yeah.
relief, whatever it is. Excuse me. You ever use night vision goggles?
I have looked through them. Yes.
I've never I have on my AR, I have infrared, so you have to have the light, the infrared light on, and it shows. It's like night vision, but it's not really.
No.
What are your thoughts on night vision eye drops?
Like it would make you have it for temporarily or something.
Yes,
That'd be crazy.
scientists have put
No shit.
chlorine E6, a compound found in deep sea fish, to enhance low light vision. Put that into eye drops. They've applied these drops to one volunteer. According to this article, one volunteer, and they could see for over 50 meters in almost total darkness, and it went away by morning.
That's badass.
Isn't that fucking
What
awesome?
if it didn't go away?
Well, that'd be
Yeah, that-
weird, because the light would hurt you so
That's
much.
like Pitch Black, the movie. Have you seen that movie?
Uh-uh.
So it's a sci-fi. It was like one of Vin Diesel.
I mean,
It was one of Vin
I've
Diesel's
heard of the movie, but I never watched it.
first like big movies before Fast and Furious or anything. Mm-hmm. It's way in the future, and he plays this guy named Riddick, and he supposedly had his eyes shined, what they call done, where he can see in the dark, like night vision like that. But it's permanent.
Okay.
So during the day, he wears like goggles and shit. So it's kind of
Why does that sound familiar?
you've probably seen
Riddick?
it because you the first one was Pitch Black, then it was The Chronicles of Riddick, and then the third movie was Riddick.
Okay, so
called
there's a
Riddick.
movie called Riddick. I was
Yeah,
like,
the
the
third
name
one-
Riddick sounds familiar.
The third one was, but his eyes were like he could see in the
Dude, that'd be fucking
dark,
awesome.
like they almost had like a shine, like silver to them.
Yeah.
But during the day, they had to wear like goggles because.
How safe can that be, though?
And we'll come to find out, he said he had it done, but you find out further down that he's actually part of like a race of Furians that his eyes were like that, like I think from birth.
Oh, from the Jump Street.
Yeah,
Huh.
Furian. That
I-
Pitch Black, that first one was good because he's like a anti-hero because it's like a ship crash lands on this planet.
For some reason, I'm picturing Hellboy, and I know that's not it, but that's
No.
what I'm picturing in my head, and I know that's wrong.
This one is like the ship crash lands on the planet. It's like a transport ship where the people are in cryo state sleep,
yeah.
and only like a handful of people live through the crash. And Riddick's one of them, and he's like a maximum security transport because he's like a big criminal, like killer and everything.
Hmm.
And he busts loose, but then on this planet, it's like it's called Pitch Black. It's like there's no nighttime. There's like 3 suns. They get there and they see like 3 different suns, so it's just daylight, daylight, daylight.
Oh,
But
God.
then they find this little. There was like a. People had set up like a compound there to research, but they're all gone. Like nobody knows what happens to them. And then they find like this calendar thing, and it shows like every so many years there's a total eclipse, where it's total darkness. And they don't know how long it lasts, and there's creatures that live in the earth that sunlight hurts them, but they
Come up during the.
then this happens, so they have to rely on Riddick because he can.
See, huh?
Pretty good movie. If you like sci-fi stuff, it was
I do.
pretty good. But that came out a long time ago. Like I bet that was 2000.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like, but even Riddick, the third of the series
that-
or whatever was. I mean, it was still
Yeah,
a while back.
that probably was like 10 years old.
Yeah,
But yeah, the first one was the best one to me.
maybe I'll watch it.
Because the first one was more like the character Riddick was more believable. Like he was a badass and strong and
Yeah.
stuff, but he still was like a regular dude kind of badass. Like as the movies went,
Superhero
superhero
status. Yeah.
shit. You know, they just like Fast and Furious. You know, they're fucking.
That's so.
They go
yeah.
from street racers to.
I think I may have watched the first one of
They
those.
go from street
and I just kinda
racers to basically doing Mission Impossible shit. You know,
went, obviously, that's what happens. Tokyo Drift started that.
but I think I've seen every one because I just have to watch it. Because
Have you ever seen like the?
I've watched Fast and Furious, and now I'll wait and catch it one day. I gotta watch it.
You ever seen like the Sharknado movies? Mm-hmm. I've never seen
They're
any.
so ridiculous.
I've never
but
seen any of them, but I've been told it's like one of those ones where you're like,
But they're ridiculous on purpose. Like
I
that's
can't
the
wait-
whole. That's
yeah.
the whole point, and they get more and more extreme
yeah,
because they didn't think it was going to catch on. More and more people want to do like guest
Ian
appearances on it. And
Ziering,
stuff.
Tara Reid.
I mean, Tara Reid was one of the main characters.
So wasn't Ian Ziering was
yeah,
too,
he's
right?
the main dude.
Yeah.
He's got a crazy like name too. It's like
But it's just one of those movies where I'm just like, I don't know that I
his
could.
name's like
I could watch it.
his name's like Finn. Or
Oh
something.
god, Finn Sharktooth.
Yeah, I mean, David Hasselhoff was in it. I think David Hasselhoff might have been his dad. That's when they went to space.
Oh god,
I think there's-
Sharknado in
I think
space.
there's 6 of them. Like the last one
Dude,
I
I
remember.
could have swore there was 37 of those things.
The last one I ever remember seeing, I never seen it all. I don't think I've ever seen one all the way through, just bits and pieces. Like I'll see it and turn it on. They were like time traveling
Oh god.
somehow. I don't know how. I couldn't tell you. Tara Reid was kind of like a robot too. Like she wasn't a
You know,
robot at the
and-
beginning.
And that's
But that's the whole gimmick, right? It's supposed to be stupid.
you know.
Jared from Subway was in it before he got in his trouble.
Oh really?
Yeah. Billy Ray Cyrus was in one of them. He was a doctor.
It's sad because Ian Ziering was 90210. Mm-hmm. I mean, he had a decent career there, and just nothing else after that, right?
No, I mean, I don't remember seeing him anything.
Tara
else.
Reid did a lot of stuff. I mean,
Her
American
big thing
Pie
was
movies?
American Pie.
Right.
She got strung out a little bit. You seen pictures of her? Jeez.
Well, she got real skinny,
Yeah.
like terrible skinny.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
then she all of a sudden reappeared in Sharknado, and I'm like,
that's always say. I always tell Chas, I'm like, a telltale sign that your acting career may be on the decline is if I see you in sci-fi movies, like the channel sci-fi
Oh,
movies,
sci-fi,
that
yeah,
just
yeah.
because that's what
Yeah, yeah.
Sharknado was.
yeah.
If I see you in one of them, or if I see you like in a Hallmark movie
Yes.
that you once were, okay, you're starting to. Now
Yeah.
you're starting to. You still got a name, so they can put your name on like the.
Yeah, because you'll draw somebody in. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's when you know
But you're not like box
That's when you know
office.
you're starting to decline.
Yet you're no longer a TV series
Mm-hmm.
name, which means you're not box office name, and you're definitely a sci-fi movie.
Yeah,
or
'cause one of the
Hallmark
first
movie.
guys I can remember seeing on like a sci-fi movie was like David Hasselhoff. I think it was like a giant python fighting a giant octopus, sharktopus, or some shit like that.
They but he started getting like a resurgence, because he got on like AGT, America's
Yeah,
Got Talent,
yeah.
that TV show, and then
You
he
would
was
see
in like
him-
in the SpongeBob movie.
You would see him do like guest appearances
Yeah.
because he not a big part, but he played like
Small part,
his Baywatch
cameo
kinda character.
Yeah, cameos
he's a huge, multi
in Germany.
singer, huge.
Have you ever heard his songs
Yeah,
though?
and he's singing in German.
They're terrible.
They love him over there.
I
He
know.
was such a big character that when the fall of the Berlin Wall, they had him singing there.
Right.
Look, he's a national
terrible
treasure.
songs.
National treasure. I was like, what the hell?
Hey, but that's cool.
Yeah, whatever.
And here we just know him as Knight Rider.
I'm sure he's made or Baywatch too.
Knight Rider.
Yeah, I mean that's what Baywatch was pretty fucking big.
I'm with you. Yeah.
I mean, what was his name in that?
The Hoff.
Mitch.
Yeah, because then he started just going by the Hoff.
Yeah.
I'm the Hoff.
The Hoff.
Bitch, you're
Yeah.
Hasselhoff.
Yeah. So, how did we get on that subject?
I don't know. I
Well,
just
that was
asked.
like-
we
we
were
took
talking
a-
about Riddick, and then
Oh yeah, then we
somehow
took a
stupid movie, Sharknado.
Yeah, well, then that one really
yeah.
took a left turn.
It's gonna be a weird subject. What do you know about mirrors? Like mirrors that you look into and fix your hair and see your reflection.
Not a lot.
Folkloric part of mirrors. Anything?
I mean, like some people think they're portals to like the spirit world and shit like that. You always see.
Don't ever say Bloody Mary into
Oh,
a
yeah,
mirror.
I mean-
you ever did that?
Oh,
did you
yeah.
ever do that?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you. No way would I do that.
Oh yeah, I'd do it because it would terrify the person more with you. You know.
I would never be in there while you did it. Just I'm out. Look, the minute you say
We're
that,
gonna
I'm
do
out.
it. Where's the mirror?
No,
There was another one, Candyman,
Candyman, but that was a movie,
but
wasn't it?
they said it in the mirror.
Oh, yeah, but that was because of the movie. It was like a Bloody Mary thing.
But Candyman was kind of folklore, like I think it was a real folklore, like
Really?
in like the Chicago, like
Area?
Yeah, like what do they call it? There was a name like for that area, Green something.
Green sleeves,
Oh, can't remember, but
Green
I
Mile.
don't know if it was ever real, like it really was that, or just from the movie.
Like he was a serial killer or something?
No, he was. So the whole story of Candyman is back in the slave days.
Okay.
He fell in love with a white girl that was like the slave owner's daughter. Got her pregnant. They found out about it. He got attacked by a mob. They cut his hand off and put a hook in its place.
Oh, so I remember that from the movie.
And they smeared him with honey. After they beat him and everything, they smeared him with honey where the bees would just swarmed him and everything. So that was like the folklore. So
Oh, okay. I don't
I don't know if it was,
from
but
the
I don't
movie.
know if like the movie started that folklore, if there was like any kind of
Okay, so what you're saying is from the movie.
Yeah, from the
Oh, okay.
movie that
Yeah,
was
I
like
just don't remember that. I watched the movie. I
that
just don't
movie was
remember
one of the only ones like I love horror movies.
it. Yeah, we know Sacco.
They never really scared me too much as a kid. I could watch them by myself. I remember staying up recording like the Friday the 13th movies by myself. Like they didn't bother me. There was only 2 movies that ever freaked me out a little bit where I couldn't sleep. Candyman was one of them. For some reason, that first one freaked me out. I don't know why either. Because I go back and watch it, and I'm like, let's see. And Child's Play was the other one. And I know why that one freaked me out, because I was way too young to be watching it.
Because you were the age of My Buddy.
And I had a My Buddy doll.
And then you, in the same age where Kid's sister was
that
there.
fucker got buried in my closet. Fuck. So that one really... I don't know why Candyman freaked me out back then. Because I think that came out in like 91, 92.
It's probably somewhere
So
around
I was
there.
like 10 or 11 when I watched it, so pretty young. But for some reason, that one, I can see why Child's Play would freak me out
Yes.
because that was like 80. I was like that kid's age. I was
Yeah.
like,
And you had a My Buddy doll.
yeah. But
Which was the perfect thing for them to do. My Buddy came
That's
out.
what they did.
And then they created a horror movie based off of My Buddy.
yeah, whoever
But
thought
they
of
didn't
that.
they didn't call him My Buddy.
No,
though.
they were called.
But it was literally
Guys.
it
Good
was
guys.
literally the My Buddy
Yeah,
doll.
I mean, perfect. It looked
was
just like it.
Yeah, had the overalls,
Yeah,
the striped
just like
shirt.
it.
It
Man,
was,
I watched that and that. My buddy doll went bye.
do you remember the theme song for My Buddy? Or like the
My
commercial?
my buddy, wherever I go, he
Yeah.
goes. My buddy,
My Buddy.
my buddy,
My
my buddy,
buddy.
and me. And then there was kids,
And then like the same commercial, they would switch it to
Kid
Kid
Sister.
Sister.
and it was the same thing.
Wherever I go, but it'd be a girl singing.
I remember there was one comedian was doing that, and he's like, they came up with a new one, so he's singing that song, and he's like, strange uncle. He's like, he's got sunglasses on and the mustache.
The reason why I bring up mirrors is because I just started I saw a TikTok on something, and then I was like, okay, let me just see.
Is this the reflection thing?
I don't know,
Okay.
not what I saw,
Keep
but
going.
so I was like, well, let me just kind of see like what different cultures think of mirrors, how they play a role. And I say cultures, just ideology maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So like in feng shui, you know what feng shui is? The way you set up your house
Yeah,
and
the flow.
the flow of the house to bring
Have a
positive
good energy
Yeah,
flow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in Feng Shui, they believe that you should never place a mirror facing the front door because it pushes all the positive energy out.
Facing the front door.
Which I've heard that before. You never put a mirror as you walk in the front door. But I didn't know why. That was just something I've always been
I don't
told.
have one of those.
I don't either. But we did in our old house. Which is why I had a lot of problems with that fucking
Well,
house.
it probably just makes you, if you go walking in and you see something, or maybe it
Like,
makes
oh God,
you have an
like
uneasy feeling. 'Cause
like somebody's there.
Yeah,
Staring at you.
maybe.
Who the fuck is that? Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
They also believe you don't place, Feng Shui also believes you don't place a mirror facing your bed. Do you have one in your room?
We have a dresser that's got one of those,
We also do.
and it
Faces our bed.
it's on the side. Our bed faces, our bed's going this way. The dresser's against the wall this way, so the mirror is facing.
It's
I mean, it's
facing
going towards the.
right. So there was 2 different articles I read, and one said specifically at the foot of your bed, talking about Feng Shui. The other one said just facing your bed. So I'm going to assume the foot of your bed is where you don't do it, which in my old house I also had.
You had a mirror that looked right at you from.
Yeah, from the foot of our bed faced our bed. That's just where the dresser was,
Yeah.
and the mirror was part of the dresser. Ours now, it's the same dresser, but the mirror
Yeah, ours is on the
is
side.
on Tasha's side of the bed. But you don't put it facing your bed because it supposedly disturbs your sleep. And some cultures believe that while you're sleeping, your soul leaves your body.
Okay. There he
Oh, look who decided to show up.
is. He's
so-
got an ice chest in his hand.
So some people believe that as you sleep, your soul kind of just walks around.
Leaves, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it. It's called like.
Well, you're
Pro-
astral.
soul-
You're talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
astral
yeah,
projection.
kinda like that.
So maybe it is astral projection they're
thing.
talking about. But they say that your soul can get confused and just get trapped in the mirror because it sees your body there rather than your actual body as you sleep.
And so. Don't say that's stupid. So.
You ever met my soul?
Exhibit A.
In ancient Greece, they used them to contact dead. And they say sometimes the dead spoke back to them. Screw that.
Yeah, I haven't seen the. Like, there was one movie that focused around a mirror. It was like a horror movie.
Hold on, I gotta start his.
Like, I like that.
Anyway,
Thanks.
yeah,
Is
he
that
just
new?
Yeah, bought it at Walmart.
he just woke up from a nap.
You can tell by the eyes.
Yeah.
The sleepy eyes.
Yeah. But yeah, so just I've never, and maybe that's the whole Bloody Mary thing, where you don't want to resurrect the dead or talk to the dead. Mirrors,
What about them?
so you're not supposed to have them facing your, like we already talked about this. You're not supposed to have them facing your bed because your soul can get lost and get into the mirror rather than coming back to your body.
Oh, well, the mirror on my closet tells a different story.
We have one facing our bed as well, but they say at the foot of your bed.
It's at the foot.
Well, yours is off to the
I
side.
remember there was
Yeah, but I can still see my part of the bed.
there was a movie called Mirrors that had Kiefer Sutherland in it that was like kind of like that, like the ghost thing. And there's another one called Oculus, and they're both kind of
I think I've seen.
they're
Oculus.
both kind of based on the mirror thing, like this, like a portal
Yeah.
to like the spirit world.
And there are many cultures that believe that it is a portal to the other side, right? So that's really the biggest thing. Is a lot of cultures believe that mirrors are a portal to the other side, right? But the video I saw, and then I asked AI, and AI is like, "Well, we don't know,
yeah, I don't know if that's real.
So there's a mirror called Demon Mirror,
okay.
supposedly locked away in the vaults of the Vatican, and is always kept covered. Claimed to be carved from obsidian, which is a volcanic rock that Aztecs used to summon their gods. The demon mirror is said to show you your death or show you your shadow self. This mirror supposedly whispers in Latin, cracks during blessings, and heals itself like overnight. And there's one story that says that a priest decided to prove that it wasn't real. decided to stand in front of it alone, told everybody else, get out. I'm going to prove to you there's nothing wrong with this mirror. And then left the room with his eyes bleeding and saying that the mirror knew his name. And then supposedly there's a twin to this mirror somewhere in the world that the Vatican is trying to find. So it can also lock up. And if they ever to meet and face each other, that's Armageddon, end of world. It's a little weird, isn't it?
I mean, sounds like a movie.
Sounds like a movie.
Yeah. You're onto something. Let's
The
make a
Nun.
movie.
The Nun, yeah. Yeah. The Nun. They also say that in the, because like the Vatican, they supposedly have a bunch of like stuff like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like weird things
Stuff
like that.
hidden away, like
Yeah, like underneath
yeah.
in their quote
What's their
unquote
own
secret.
I mean, it's their own freaking. Aren't they labeled as like a country?
The Vatican
Like
is
their
its own country. Yeah,
that's the smallest.
it's a Vatican
country.
City. Yeah,
It's technically the smallest country in
in the world.
on Earth.
Yeah, and supposedly there is a cross that bleeds. That's also down in there.
Who knows?
I didn't look into that.
Who
but-
knows what the hell's down there?
I mean, I'm sure. I don't know.
We-
Do y'all believe in like
Possession.
possession, exorcism, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Do you think that's something that could happen?
It helped kind of it. There's some people that's done so much evil shit
Yeah,
that you
but
think how
I don't know if that's possession or if that's just they're just fucking crazy.
that might be what
They're
possession
lunatics.
is.
Yeah, maybe they're just lunatics.
Psychopaths might be possessed, for all we know. If you believe that there is a heaven and hell and there are demons, then it's not hard to believe there's angels and possession.
Supernatural.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
No, I was saying the show Supernatural.
Supernatural.
yeah, I mean,
He goes, I was just talking about the show.
but it is super. Yeah, I mean, that was based. A lot of their seasons went to that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but no, I mean, I'm not going to rule it out that there aren't freaking. I mean, Catholic religion, I think, pretty much really
Yeah.
believes in that, like hardcore. I mean, they have exorcisms and stuff, so obviously they believe people.
Yeah.
They believe people can be possessed by demons.
Right.
So I mean, you're a Catholic, ain't you?
Yeah, but
I mean, you're
not
so religious.
non-practicing, but yes,
Maybe you're possessed.
possibly.
That would explain some things, but it's a sex demon or something.
Do you believe in like heaven and hell? Mm-hmm. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
So in the Catholic religion, there's heaven and hell, and when you die, you go to purgatory. So purgatory is a waiting place until your day of judgment. And there's no time frame on how long you'll be in purgatory, to my knowledge.
What's kind of so like on the Christian side, like
But
Baptists and stuff. I mean,
But my only question would be, wouldn't Earth be the purgatory where you're judged? Like everything you do is now, good or bad.
maybe they got like a long line or something.
There's a long line.
long line to walk
Trying to get in.
Gotta
St.
see
Peter's.
St. Peter's like,
St.
man,
Peter's busy as shit. Man.
Get back to the back of the line. We're not sure on you.
Go
yet.
back to purgatory. We'll just wait. And that's just like, so now I'm just in a waiting room.
Well, some people believe like you're in eternal sleep once you die
Yeah.
till Judgment Day, till
Well, that's the purgatory.
when Jesus is supposed to come back down and
Yeah.
Judgment Day take the. Some people believe like you're in eternal sleep till that happens. Like you don't go to heaven till
Yeah.
that day.
Till Judgment Day.
Till then, you're just sleeping.
And that's,
And then some people believe you're going straight to heaven or hell once you
yeah.
died. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Like
I honestly think, and I think there's other people that believe me or are with me in this thought, that heaven is a place on earth.
don't start singing the song. I know where you're going with
What?
this. Ooh, baby, do you know what it's worth?
Well, they say in heaven, love comes first.
I knew where you were going like that. To me, there has to be something bigger than us that created. I mean, it's too
No, abso-fucking-lutely.
like people that believe like in nothing. Like there's atheists. Like just there's too much perfect things. There's too
Right.
much perfect scenario on the earth and how people and
Right. No, I completely agree
I think
with
there
that.
is such thing as like a soul. I mean, there has. I mean, in my brain, there has to be. So
Well, if there's not... Well, listen. To me, I think we have to be very... maybe narcissistic is a word. Maybe that's not the right word. To believe that it's whatever, it's this and that's it. We're fucking done.
yeah, like it's over.
Yeah. You know, and that may be the physical form. It's this
Yeah,
and
I
we're
mean,
done.
Physical, but this body's done.
Yeah.
Your soul or whatever that is moves on to something else.
So then the question then goes, and it's very reminiscent of Chubbs. I got my hand back.
Mm-hmm.
If you're, let's say you're deformed, or let's say you're injured, or you're disabled, or whatever the case may be, when you go to heaven, are you then
I guess it's,
rejuvenated
it's
or
like
whatever?
it's like whatever you want to be. Like if you,
Whatever I want to be.
I mean, if you say you were paralyzed
yeah,
your whole life,
yeah.
that's all you've known, and you go to heaven and hey, that's all I've known. I want to be still paralyzed because that's maybe you stay or. I mean, obviously, I think if somebody was paralyzed their whole life, they'd be like, "I want to walk."
I wanna
so they're going
walk.
to be walking. Your
But
body.
if you didn't have a hand or something, I want my hand.
I always
you know.
wondered too, like, what are you gonna? What version of you is gonna be you, right?
At what age or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be? I mean, to me, it's like, am I gonna look like my favorite version of me that I look like in my life, but to somebody else that's looking at me in
I was going
heaven,
to say,
are they going to be seeing the same version I'm seeing, or are they going to be seeing the same the version that they want?
I'm right there with
Something
you.
like
I
that.
think, no one fucking knows. In my mind, the way it works is I'm seeing myself as the version that I see as
Yeah, but somebody
my
else-
quote unquote favorite person, but my parents may see me as
As a
the
kid.
12-year-old
Yeah,
me.
or my grandparents. Am I going to see my grandparents as I knew them?
Yeah,
that-
you will see them as you knew them.
And then are they going to look at each other as when they first got married in their 20s?
Right.
I think it's something like that.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. That's because I've thought of that before too. That it's a matter of perspective and who you are
Yeah.
and how you want to see them. And I also believe that maybe they want to see your parents want to see the different versions of you,
Maybe
different
it can change.
ages of you, so it can change depending on what they want to see, type of thing.
Supposed to always be happy, no
Yeah.
sadness or anything. So.
And it's based off the memories they had with you. You know what I mean?
well, that's kind of like in Supernatural. It was all memories and stuff. Like heaven was all your best memories. You were just they'd relive like their best memories.
And you could sit like in a certain place, like you're sitting in a certain place that you like the most, and you
Oh,
can
yeah.
travel to different memories.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, that's how heaven was in that. Like you were basically just bouncing around from all your favorite memories.
So heaven is a place on earth.
Yeah. But then,
Several places, I guess.
Yeah.
but then Dean and them changed that.
Dean Cain.
Dean Winchester, sir.
Yeah.
I never watched Supernatural.
Man, I watched them all. It was a great show.
Well, I sent you a message.
Who's your favorite character?
On Supernatural, it's Dean.
Gotta be. I mean, how can that be Dean? Who's your second favorite character? Because everybody's got Dean.
Castiel.
Love Castiel.
I love Cassio. That was I had a watch. That was a Cassio watch.
Castiel. He was the angel.
Oh,
sir.
Castile.
Castiel was great.
Cassio or Castile?
Castiel.
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 He was the angel.
That's a fake
was an
ass
angel.
name.
Mm-hmm.
He helped.
Look, he just sat down and that fucking beer's gone.
It's usually what happens, you know.
What is
They
that,
just get scared and run
Is
away.
that an 8 ounce? What is that? It looks little. Is that?
It's a 12 ounce.
It looks tiny.
Yeah. So I text you that it was. I think it was the day we recorded. The day we recorded, then I sent you a message that night,
Oh yeah.
or was it the next day? Whatever it was. We've got a death corner to
Yeah.
go to,
That's a
and there's actually two.
thing.
And it's funny that you brought something up. We'll go into it though.
Right now. Okay. And once again, it's time for Danny and Blake's Death Corner. Sponsored by Tristan's new hat.
He came home going, see my new hat?
So, you go ahead and do the other one you were... She said there was two, so what's the...
The one I texted you about? Or
No,
you want
I
to do the other
know. I know that one. Do the one
Okay.
I don't know what you're
So the one that you brought up, and it's very funny you brought it up. Ed Gale. Do you know who that is?
Ed Gale.
He passed away at 61 years old. He was an actor and stunt performer.
Okay.
He was the physical performer of the Chucky doll.
Oh, well, that's why I saw like a picture of...
He was also Howard the Duck,
Yeah.
and he played Tasha the dinosaur in the TV series Land of the Lost. Oh, hold on. Tasha's getting a call. That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw... So that's why I saw something when I think it going through Facebook or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
and there was a picture of him standing with the kid from the movie and the doll, and I was like,
Yeah.
so that's why, okay.
So the physical performer of Chucky, Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. That's a great movie. Great movie.
Great movie.
Love it. Oh, man.
I do love that he made cameos in the
Yeah,
Marvel movies.
I thought it was... Because I guess it was he was big like Marvel comic.
Yeah, which I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. All I knew was the movie.
Oh, we'll get it. Tristan plays a Marvel Rivals. I don't know if he
Oh,
plays it
yeah.
anymore. But
That's-
there's a
do.
shark,
Jeff the Shark.
Jeff the Shark, that's a Marvel character. I didn't know what the fuck that was either.
Yeah, Taylor plays that a lot.
I'm a Doctor
Anyway.
Strange guy.
Yeah. So he passed away 61 years old,
That's kind of young.
but he's a
Yeah.
little person.
So what?
Little person. And then
And then the big one, Mr. Phil Alexander Robertson died.
79 years old.
You might know him as the Duck Commander. He was the
The dad on Duck Dynasty.
the monarch. He was
Patriarch.
He was 79 years old. He had been battled that they had made it public a few years ago that he was battling Alzheimer's, and
And that's why like they brought back Duck Dynasty, but he hasn't been on there.
well, they haven't brought it back yet.
I thought they had.
It's supposed to be like
No, I've seen clips of the show.
no, I mean that hasn't been like
Released?
it was either like tonight, like very very soon.
Really?
Yeah, and he had been involved with
Well,
like
how have I already started seeing clips of it then?
you're probably seeing old clips of
No, these are new ones.
well they might have been showing like little teasers because it just now. Let me look and see when that's supposed to come out. But yeah, anyway, back to Phil. He was a lot of people don't pretty good quarterback.
He's a quarterback.
Played for Louisiana Tech, and he started above a young Terry Bradshaw. Some people say he was better than Terry at La Tech. Could have went in the pros, and he decided not to. And I saw an interview where they're asking him years later, like, "Are you you ever curious, like, wonder what would have happened if you would have pursued like your NFL?
Right.
Because you were a pretty good player. I mean, you played with. They said you were at least as good as Terry, and he's won 4 Super Bowls. And he goes, "Yeah, but you seen Terry now? He ain't got no hair, his teeth ain't got no teeth. That woman just left him." And he goes, "I asked him. He's like, when the last time I saw him, I said, 'What happened to you, man?' He's like, 'Man, those defensive linemen are chasing me for a career. That makes me lose my hair. They knock my teeth out. Then I get done when the woman leaves me.' He goes, I've been in the wilderness hunting ducks at peace." He goes, "So who do you think's the winner?" Because he was a big,
Yeah.
because he was Phil. When you go in his early years, Cy talks about a lot. Like he was a lost man. Like he was bad alcoholic and about to lose his family, and his whole story is finding faith and everything like that.
Well, because the Duck Commander, the show always ended with him talking about it was like not a prayer, but
they
it
usually
was,
would say like it would usually end with them fixing to have dinner,
Right.
And somebody'd say a prayer, and
right.
then-
But it would always kind of lead to.
But I mean, he started Duck Commander, the Duck Call, making them himself.
So did he start Buck Commander too? Because that's like in the same building.
Could be same thing like
Yeah.
that. But he started the Duck Commander thing, and he said, struggled for a long time because he's just making them.
Yeah.
So, and then he said his big break was Walmart caught wind of him, and I think he might even put some in Walmart without
them knowing.
And the buyer, like he said, the head buyer for Walmart called him. He said, "Why haven't we talked? Your stuff's in." he said, "You're doing pretty good. Come see me." And he goes, "That night, they said we're going to take your product to all Walmarts," and that was kind of the.
God, can you imagine how much he had to make?
But he said he was like, the first year he made like $7,000.
Yeah.
The first year, like before he ever got with. But now it's a great man that passed away, but seems like he lived a pretty good life.
And again, I don't.
Oh yeah, I was gonna look and see when the show was gonna start.
Well, so the original show was from 2012 to 2017,
I
and
loved that
then it
show.
was off. I did too. Uncle Si, I loved Uncle Si. Jace was great. What was
They all had their.
what was the other son's name?
Well, yeah, Jace, Willie, and
Willie
and
was the
Jep.
other one.
Jep was the young one.
Yeah.
Willie was the.
But I
guess
also
the
liked
CEO of.
I liked the two guys that worked there also.
Oh yeah, the fat one.
The fat one.
Well, they were both the. You had the really big one. Man, I can't.
The
believe
one was tall and Godfrey or
Yeah.
Jeffrey. Goddard.
Godfather.
Godfather.
Remember, there was a character for a while in the Mountain Man. Well, he talked real slow like this. And
No.
he became like an ongoing. Like he was just kind of like a guy they knew, and he. Well, I'm gonna. I mean, he talked like.
No, I don't remember that at all.
And then I remember Willie would like he had a podcast and Willie went on it, and that guy talked like.
I think I've talked about this before. I met Uncle Si one time in Shreveport. So I was there for a work meeting, and there was me and a lady that worked for Molson Coors or Miller Coors at the time. We were sitting at one of the bars, just waiting to grab a beer or something before before dinner started. And so she looks over at me and she goes, "Is that who I think it is?" And I look over and it's Uncle Si, and he's just walking around by himself. And I go, "There's no way that's Uncle Si, just walking around the casino by himself." And she goes, "I think it is." And so we walk over, and it sure as fuck. So
Did he look just like him, like dressed the same, wearing the camo shit and everything?
Yes, it was.
What was he doing there? Gambling?
Yes. So we just took a picture with him, and we were like, "Hey, we don't want to create a scene," so because we were kind of off to the side, and so we were just like, "Hey, can we get a picture real quick?" So together we got one picture, and then
That's cool.
And I threw it up on Facebook, so it's on my Facebook somewhere.
So the new one's called Duck Dynasty: The Revival.
Okay.
And it's supposed to mainly focus around the kids now.
Yep.
Because they're grown, they got their own families, but the people from Duck Commander, Willie, and all of them are supposed to be like making, sign everybody's going to be in it, but it's going to focus June 1st. So tomorrow is the premiere.
Okay.
So I'll check it out because I really like the first one.
And Phil just he was always like one of those guys.
Well, he was
such a
he was old school, down to earth.
Right.
Did not censor what he thought if he thought it was wrong.
Which I love.
Yeah, and but yeah, that's a sad one. They'll probably. I watched because they have a podcast that has the bigger guy you were talking about that was the friend and size on it and stuff, and they were talking about. It was like a few days after
we bought Tristan an Uncle Si cup.
Yeah, I have one
that he would drink tea out of.
I have one like that big.
No, it was like the exact same plastic cup he had.
One time, Audrey, they were at.
So you bought shot glasses?
No, they were at like a vacation Bible school, and they'd earned money to buy at the vacation Bible school store. So she came back and she had bought for me, like, season 1 Duck Dynasty on DVD, and it was a keychain of like size cup that was like that big. So I got that on like my shelf, the little size cup thing. But yeah, that shows you how much I was watching it. That Audrey, who was probably like 6 or 7 at the time, "Here, Danny."
I knew you loved it.
Yeah, but it was a good show. I would get sucked into it, but on the podcast that they had, it was like the day after, 2 days after, like Si was.
Wow.
They were all getting emotional, but kind of talking about it. They all everybody's got podcasts, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
look, any idiot can have one.
Because Jace said he tried to tell a story twice about his dad, and both times couldn't make it.
Wow.
And one of them was on his daughter Sadie's podcast. Like she had to take over. So, yeah, I'll watch it.
I thought Sadie was Willie's kid.
What was that? Well, one of his daughter, whatever.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, well, that includes.
That includes?
Or that concludes.
That includes.
It includes also Danny and Blake's Death Corner.
Don't. We got to do it.
What?
So I, as fans love, decided to bring back Cookie Monster Blake. I saw something, and then Tristan bought something. We won't tell him yet. I saw something, and I was like, I think Blake will love these. Tristan just started going right into them. These are new Flaming Hot Cheddar Barbecue
Sounds good.
Cheetos.
I thought you already tried it because it's open.
I'll let your sister try them.
You've tried them yet?
I have not tried them.
All right.
So
They got to be good.
I like Flaming Hot
They're pretty good.
And these are barbecue
Cheddar
ones?
Barbecue.
At first, they're kind of weird, but they're pretty good.
Well, that fits us perfect.
Because I put one in my mouth, I'm like, what am I tasting? And then I kept eating them, and it was great.
All right, let's get this going.
Exactly. But then you get some more, and you go, oh, okay, it's pretty good.
Gotta get some more of this.
Clearly not Blake's favorite, or you would know about it.
No, I mean, they're, I'm trying to pinpoint, like... So they kind of remind
Those are
me...
good.
Yeah, see? See?
They kind of have the potato skins, the bacon cheddar potato skins.
Right.
So similar flavor. But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you have the flaming
Heat.
hot kicking in at the end.
Those are good.
I'd eat them again,
I would too.
which I will right now. Yeah, the more you eat them, the better they get.
See? Told you.
So your sister took one bite. It was like, nope. And then she has a friend over. So she took one small bite, and she's like, nope.
Yeah. Those are dangerous because the more of them you eat, the better.
And I just like Flaming
Gets
Hot.
a lot better every
I like
time.
all like the Flaming Hot Funyuns are
Yeah.
great. Flaming Hot, like any of the Doritos or the dill pickle
Taylor
ones.
just loves the flaming hot fries,
We spoke.
not the
Oh, I like-
Cheetos,
yeah,
but
I like
the fries.
yeah, the
She
fries.
loves them.
So we spoke last week about Sprite, and tea.
So good.
So I found a 20 ounce, and
How was that?
I bought it.
It's good. I like it.
To me, it tasted like a slightly sweet carbonated tea.
Okay, but you can taste the
And I
lemon and the lemon in
I mean,
it.
is it?
It's good.
I wasn't a fan.
Do you need to be a sweet tea fan to like it?
It's
It's
good.
not sweet.
No, it's not.
'Cause I don't like
tea.
sweet
It's
tea.
just like tea flavor.
It's like that's
Kinda
why I
like
say it's
a,
a slightly sweet.
It's just the flavor of tea.
Twisted
That's
tea.
it.
Like if you got a half and half.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, but carbonated, and it was the carbonation that I didn't like of the tea.
Oh, it was so good. I liked it.
I think Facto liked it.
Facto, he said it was all right.
Well, remember then he said, "That's actually damn good." After
Yeah,
I'll try it eventually. But
It's good.
I tried to find you another one today, but they were sold out at Walmart when I went. So since we're
might be
taste
doing
testing,
good. Yeah. So I found. You know me, if I see
it's very funny. I brought some stuff for him to try, and he's like, and then he comes in with
Did you get
not
the
yet,
other thing yet?
not yet.
he's saving that.
We're gonna wait till we're done
So,
here, done with
You know
this.
me,
and
if
then
I
we'll-
see if I see an interesting flavor or one
I
that
know.
say, "Hey, that sounds good," I'll buy it.
yeah.
So there were two.
I do that
one,
every day, but I go walk into stores every day, so it's
One
bad.
I've looked at forever and never really tried them, and one I just saw today, and I was like, because I grabbed those and I said, "Hey, I've been wanting to try these. We'll do it on this." And then at the register, I was like,
And what's this?
"Oh," because they have always at Allsup's they have the weirdest flavored chips like right there.
Yeah.
So, the first one, and y'all might have tried them already, because I just never have. So, the Allsup's beef and bean burrito flavored tortilla chips.
Oh,
I have not tried those.
So those
I
are
didn't even
ones,
know that was a thing.
So those are the ones I've been looking at for a while, saying, "Hey, try these." So these are supposed to taste like the
They're-
famous,
oh,
burrito.
gut bombs.
yeah, without the gut bomb.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Well, yeah. So let's just give these a try and see if they actually taste like the burrito.
Nice little gut bomb in a chip form. I don't taste it. Tastes like a chili spice.
I can taste with them. These gonna be ones. I taste the beans.
I do too.
Really?
Keep eating them.
I don't taste it.
I taste the beans.
Yeah.
I'll taste the beans.
Well, that's what
Still don't taste it.
I do a little. It's not as good as the burritos, but I do taste it.
I just taste like chili powder seasoning.
Going too in depth, Gordon Ramsay.
Sorry. Sorry.
But, I mean, they do have a. I like them. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to them. With some queso, I think those would be awesome.
I need it.
I mean, I'd eat them.
I'd put that on a cracker. Or was that
Dude.
somebody else's
That
saying?
cracker do.
All right, so this other one, I just happen to look down and be like, now that flavor sounds good.
Penis.
This is Lay's potato chips.
Oh, I have them.
Do you?
I have
Is that good?
Yeah.
Bacon and grilled cheese.
Oh,
They're
I don't like
so
that.
good.
I was like, that sounds awesome.
I was eating that last night for dinner with soup. With like,
Ooh, got a strong smell.
with
Need to cleanse the palate.
go get.
You
Yep.
didn't get it?
No, go get. No. I got that. Go get the other flavors.
Oh.
So there's like 3 or 4 flavors.
Yeah, I saw them. This is the one I picked. So I was like, I'm not going to go all of them.
Yeah. So Tosh and I went and we. Gosh, damn, is he mad at this place? We bought all the flavors. I was eating that with. It's good. I love it. Because there is a Korean style barbecue.
All of them. Korean fried chicken.
Yeah, Korean fried
And then
chicken.
there was a hot sauce one.
Oh,
like a-
sriracha lime. Oh no, not sriracha. Valentina and lime.
yeah.
Those are
love-
phenomenal. Those are so good, dude. The
I don't
Valentina
know if
lime.
I'm getting like a grilled cheese,
It's
bacon,
you're just
but-
tasting
but-
bacon and cheese is what you're tasting.
but I like them.
Yeah, no, those are good. No, those are all great. So I was at Walmart today. I was helping him out so he could finish up his day early. And Nick told me, "Have you had the Rice Krispie treat ice cream sandwiches?"
Now they got Rice Krispie treat ones.
And I go,
Oh
"No."
my god!
He goes, "Well, follow me." And he took me to the ice cream sandwiches, the specialty ones, sold out.
I gotta start paying attention more to that.
I
They
never,
keep coming up with
I
crazy
never
shit.
go to Walmart.
Because the Pop Tart thing,
Right. No, dude, those are so good. And I've talked to many people about those. They were so fucking good. So if you'll do me a favor,
you found some?
open up that freezer right there.
Where'd you find these? You said they weren't at Walmart.
Just open that freezer.
This one?
The freezer, yep.
There's a Pop Tart.
Right. So this is the strawberry
Because we tried the,
maple and brown sugar.
which were phenomenal.
Okay. So here, try this Korean style barbecue real quick.
Yeah, because I almost bought those ones.
Or Korean style fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Give those a try. But the Pop-Tart is the strawberry one, which Tristan said he's been looking for a while,
So good.
Better than the.
and he just
Yes.
found them.
Way better.
Have you seen blueberry ones yet?
No,
No.
there's only strawberry and
'Cause
brown
the
sugar
blueberry's
cinnamon.
My favorite, probably my favorite.
Oh, brown sugar cinnamon. I keep saying maple
That
and
one
brown
looks
sugar.
good.
Yeah, no, the strawberry is way better. It's very light.
Korean,
Very light.
Korean style
Strange.
fried chicken.
Got a strange freaking taste to
It is weird, and they're like wavy Lays.
Kind
Weird, huh?
of has a feet.
Tastes like feet.
Like mine has like a. There's something odd about that.
Yeah.
Very odd. Yeah.
So I bought Tristan bought this, and I wanted to make sure there was one left, because if not, I was going to buy them. This is the strawberry. I haven't tasted this, so this is me and you. Tristan's already had them, and he said they are phenomenal.
I mean,
He also said better than the other one.
how can they not?
They are
be?
way better than the other one.
The other one was great.
It was great.
I mean, how can this not be good? Oh man, it's good. Oh fuck! Look at that. Oh,
Right.
looks like
No, give me that small one. And it's got
Yeah.
the strawberry in the middle of
I
the Pop-Tart.
told you that. Yeah.
Is it strawberry ice cream?
Yeah, strawberry ice cream, but then there's like a strawberry like swirl in it.
fuck.
Yeah, that's so good.
Damn.
Oh, and they do have icing on them.
I got fuck.
The other one didn't have icing on it, did it?
I don't know.
A little too much strawberry.
Fuck you.
It's strawberry. It's a strawberry Pop-Tart. What do you mean there's too much strawberry?
Just put vanilla in there.
It's strawberry.
I know, but vanilla is
no, you got to put strawberry ice cream in it.
It's so much strawberry.
That's good.
The other one was so much better.
You're lying.
This is good. A little too much strawberry though.
So you're not a fan of strawberry ice cream?
No,
Then why would you think you like these?
because I thought it'd be strawberry with vanilla.
Well,
No.
You're stupid.
I don't like chocolate ice cream either.
You're such a reject.
Like Tasha, right now the ice cream bars we have inside the fridge are Neapolitan ice cream bars.
And you won't eat them.
No, I eat them.
Just the white.
I eat the chocolate first, the strawberry second, and then the vanilla last because the vanilla is my favorite one.
That's good.
I'll leave the strawberry at the end so I can finish off with some strawberry.
It's good, but it's not like. It's not better than the other one.
It is better than the other one.
Well, brain freeze.
A little bit.
That is really good though. The best ice cream sandwiches I've ever had. Both of them I'd put up against. I don't know that I'd put that one over just a regular ice cream sandwich with vanilla. The other one I would.
Just wait, because there's Rice Krispie.
I
See?
know,
Ice
man.
cream.
I just
Sandwiches.
told him there was none today.
If Andre hears about that, because she used to be like just a
Rice
Krispie
oh,
treat
yeah,
junkie.
absolutely. Have you ever made those at home?
no.
I've never made them at
My
home.
great grandmother used to make them. Like,
Yeah,
damn.
you Rice Krispies, marshmallow.
She used to.
I don't know if there's anything else that goes in them.
Every Christmas, she'd make all that.
They also have a triple chocolate Rice Krispie ice cream sandwich.
Oh, it's too much.
Well, because it's a 2 chocolate Rice Krispies with chocolate ice cream in the middle.
All right, so-
It's too much.
That was awesome. Out of all the chips, what's your favorite?
Flaming hot.
The Cheetos.
Flaming hot. I should have bought the pickle ones for you to try.
Okay, besides out of the two I brought, which one did you like?
The
grilled-
You've already had these.
bacon grilled cheese.
The beef.
The bean burrito
Beef and bean.
That'd be great for some nachos.
I do agree that the best one is the Flamin' Hot Cheeto one.
Right. Tristan must love these Korean style fried
They're
chicken.
fucking weird. These are good.
And here comes Cookie Monster.
But they're good, but nothing special because there's so many cheese like Lay's, like cheese and sour cream, cheese, but it's got just like a hint of bacon to it. But these bad boys, the Cheeto things are. But I'll put the Cheetos and I'll put the bean above those.
So do I.
A fake bean burrito with chili.
Oh, you're right, because
chili-
that's fucking real. A fake. This is real shit. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some of them.
They're good, huh?
Those are good.
They're right next to the dill pickle ones at Walmart.
I still haven't tried those ones.
Those are so good.
But
God,
yeah,
they're my
these
favorite.
are good.
I'd like
Like
to
you said, that with some cheese dip.
put some queso or make nachos out of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Meat on it. Throw some beans on it too.
There'll be no beans.
Double up. Yes, you do.
I'll take some queso from Estrella and eat it with those.
I'm with you. We were having this conversation, or not we. There was a debate going on. Thank you. On Facebook about the best Mexican restaurant. They were talking about just this town.
Well, that's easy in my head. But it also depends on what are you eating. Breakfast or
I don't think it's easy in my head because there's three that I do love. There's one that I frequent more than everybody else, but there's three that I love.
if I'm going breakfast, it's the Seneca.
Senega's.
Not even close.
Yeah,
Their breakfast is.
Senega's, but even
Great.
their
If you can just get their regular, like if their sausage, bacon, eggs, pancakes is good. If you don't go,
just a regular
if you don't go
breakfast,
like
yeah.
rancheros or huevos or anything.
Their
It's-
pork chop with eggs
Yeah.
and
No, their
That's what I
potatoes
get
and
every
beans.
time.
Oh,
No, their breakfast is the best, easily. to me.
yeah.
And the burritos are crazy. Like, I remember that's the first time ever when they were in that little spot.
Uh-huh.
We used to go get
At
their
the house right
we
down
used
the
to
road.
go get their burrito because they live. Yeah,
Right.
we used to get their burritos all the time.
Top
That's when
two.
we first discovered the green sauce. We
Top
made-
2 when you're going to dinner in town. What is it?
Oh, well, it's
Well, for me, for me, if I'm going like breakfast place, but also it's their pork chops that draw me in every fucking time because they're her pork chops and it's the seasoning she puts on them, which she refuses to ever tell me what she.
Oh, yeah,
and I've
she's
asked her
not-
100 times, "What do you put on these pork chops?" Because they're so fucking good and they're so thick.
yeah.
Just
I ate a lot of them when we were doing the carnival.
Fuck so much. But she won't tell me what it. But and it's because I can get the pork chops with my eggs and my potatoes and my beans. Oh fuck! And their salsa, whether it's green or the red. Oh, so good. If I'm going to dinner, typically it's Estrella.
Okay.
But don't sleep on Mi Fiesta,
Yeah, Mi Fiestas, but
especially for lunch.
Mi Fiesta's just always so packed.
They're
See,
buffet.
Fiesta's
Yeah.
like right down here.
yeah,
Like not by the Alsos, but
Yeah,
by
the one
the
by the-
drive-in.
yeah.
yeah, the one by the.
Oh, you're messing up,
But-
dude.
Saying no, and I'm going to that.
Wanjo's,
Yep.
Wanjo's, dude. That's not a restaurant. That's a food truck.
Which truck is that one?
The one right
by
up here?
The one that's right by this Alsos down here.
Isn't there
So
two of them that are
good.
there?
Oh my god, huh?
There used to be two right there, like a red one, and
I don't remember, but I know Wanjo's is there.
never had it.
Dude, it's
Get the
oh.
torta every time.
Tristan
Every
gets
time.
he texted me one time. He was like, because we were gonna go there, and he's like, "Get me the all meat torta, which is a sandwich. Give me the all meat torta."
Give me all the meat, everything on top.
What
Give me
so what
extras.
exactly is that?
So, what do you mean?
I mean, on that sandwich, like what?
So so you can
It's
get
like chicken, steak, pig.
I mean, it's like
is it sliced or is it like shredded?
It's all shredded.
Yeah. Well, not all of it,
But it's real small.
but the torta is like a big
Oh,
sandwich.
yeah.
Just like a big sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Extra green sauce, please.
Fucking,
Sounds awesome.
you've got to just go there.
Man, I'm gonna.
all meat,
I
and
might-
they don't take. They'll take cash.
Extra green sauce. Green card.
Extra green card.
sauce.
Jeez.
He'll take extra green card.
They need extra green cards.
But Cash App.
Yeah, Cash App. They don't take Venmo or PayPal, just Cash App or cash.
I want
They
that
have
freaking sandwich.
a birria pizza, which is like roast with the red sauce. It's like an au jus sauce that you dip. It's a pizza though, mother
Making me fucking hungry.
fucker. It's so good. So, if you ever get a chance to go to Wanjo's, fuck, it's so good.
Damn, I want to get that sandwich. What's it
So
called?
good.
It's
Torta.
called torta, but it all just tell them I want an all meat torta, and they'll put all the meats on there.
Torta.
Pastor, barbacoa. They put
Chicken.
yeah,
It's so good.
I want
so
it.
good.
They open on weekends.
Yeah.
I'll get that shit tomorrow.
it's worth it because you live north of town.
Yeah.
It's so
no, I
worth-
mean,
oh,
they
it's
like
so worth it.
got to drive like to Fort Worth or something.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Damn. I should have bought one on the way over here.
Good lord, you'd be in a comatose state. It's big.
Tristan would see it
So
and be like,
good. Yeah, where's mine at?
You go,
man, that does no. So what do you usually get at La Estrella?
depends. If for lunch, I'll typically get a shrimp cocktail.
Kenny loves them things.
And I'll get the large.
I can't eat them. They're,
Oh, Tasha makes them
I'll
here.
get so much heartburn. It wouldn't even be funny.
They're not hot.
No, it's the
tomato?
It's all of it. It's just too much because they're big. That's a lot of that. That I'll be paying for that shit.
So, but when I
I
go
could
to
probably eat it for lunch because it's early enough in the day. But I would have a little bit of. If I ate that for dinner, I'd die.
and for dinner, it's just I don't know.
I like to switch around.
I do too. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I like their carne asada, or how do you say it? How do you say it for me?
Carne guisada.
Yeah, I like their. It's pretty good.
Also, I don't know if
I
if
like
she's
their.
sorry.
Is it Tres Amigos that has the
Yeah,
three
the three different. Yeah.
enchiladas that looks
Yeah.
it looks like the Mexican flag colors? Those
Yep.
are good.
At Senega's, and the reason why we started going to Senega's, which was just a little house right
Yeah.
here on OMS, like literally
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah,
I mean, it would have been a 3-second drive from our
Yeah, I
house.
mean,
It's
it was right
there.
off Old Millsap Highway.
She would home make her crunchy tacos, her shells. She would make them there, which it makes a big difference if they're not just buying what's a Mission
Yeah.
or Old
Whatever.
El Paso
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
you know. She
Yeah, it
made
makes a
them
big
there.
difference if they're making their own shells.
Dude, that
Just like
shell
if they
was-
make their own tortillas, you know.
yeah. Oh, it was so good. And so Facto and I would go there 2-3 times a week just to get the crunchy taco plate, add me an extra taco, and bring me extra salsa. And I don't know if she still makes her taco
I bet
shells
she
there.
does.
I bet she does.
I mean, that's got to be
Because
like
there's because her
'cause
crunchy
they're good.
tacos
I mean,
are
I've had
still
them.
fucking great.
We used to first, when they were in that house, we first discovered them on a draft morning. We're like, need some breakfast. And Kenny's like, I heard about this place down the road.
Their breakfast burritos are
And
fucking
they're
awesome.
massive. And first time they hadn't been open that long. Kenny said he just heard about it. We went and got it. And we didn't know anything about it. So we got like that green sauce on the burritos, like because they were like, I don't like we got it on there. Man, we were like, we were burning. I remember we were fucking burning, but it's good. But man, I remember we were. So that's become a draft tradition on the Friday morning.
Right.
We used to go to Senegal. And I jumped between Huevos Rancheros and the chorizo, because their chorizos and eggs is fucking maybe the best chorizo and eggs I've ever had.
Tosh and I,
They're really good. I got it that last time, and
we last Sunday or Saturday, I forget what day it was. No, I know it was Sunday. Tristan was off doing whatever. Oh, helping with the pool or something at her dad's
deck.
house. The deck. He's helping build a deck over there. Anyway, so it's just me and Tasha here at the house, and we were wanting something to eat. One of the things that Tasha and I used to always do, and this would be our dinner. We would make chorizo and beans, refried beans.
sounds good.
Mix that shit together and just eat it with either tortillas or chips, and that was our dinner.
That sounds awesome.
So we did that last. Oh, it had to have been Saturday because Sunday we played golf, so it was Saturday. And I was like, "Oh, this is like old times," but it's so fucking good.
Well, I know you can throw down on the refried beans, because the one time you made it, I think I ate
There's
it.
a can of refried beans
No,
on
the
the
one-
counter right
It was
now.
chorizo beans that I brought.
The ones you made.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was so good.
yeah. There's
There's
that's
a
all.
can of refried beans on the
The
counter
ones
right
he
now.
made,
There's chorizo. Then I brought over there, and I brought
I
chips.
ate
and
a fucking.
he wouldn't stop eating
It was
them.
so those. Hey, that would
Right? Oh, that'd be okay with them.
okay. Stop hating on the beef and bean chips. Those are not good.
The Korean style. Yeah, I
There's
wasn't a
too-
fan. I
there's
wasn't a
too
fan.
So
much-
good.
There's too much weirdness. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're
Well,
putting in
don't
it.
Looks
try
like apples.
Korean food then, I guess.
No, that does
you ever
not
been-
taste like Korean
You ever
food.
been to a Korean barbecue place?
Yes,
Oh, so good.
went to a really good one in Tampa one time where they're working a show, and the guy's like, "I know this place. We always
That's where you cook it in front of you, right?
yeah,
Oh.
bocce and damn." And that's
No,
when
where you cook it.
oh yeah, with the at the
The-
table thing, yeah.
The little hubcap that you cook everything on. I took Tristan there one time, and you and Lexus and Addie and your mom.
It was expensive as shit, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, they're all.
But it's all you can eat.
yeah, they're always expensive, but yeah.
It's so good, though. You got to cook it yourself. So, how about we take a little bit of the
Yeah.
price off? Because
The one
I'm doing the work for
the
you.
one in-
You know.
The one in Tampa, that's when I first discovered like the Asian beer, and it's very similar to ours. Like their beer is very,
What was it? Tsingtao?
it's very similar to,
Tsingtao?
but it's very similar to ours.
I
Very
always call it Qingdao.
like a light pilsner. Like most of their stuff isn't like
Oh, was it Kirin?
this one was like
Sapporo?
this one was a silver label.
Sapporo.
It was pretty good. Like I
Oh
said, that
my god, I can't believe them.
I know.
can't believe what.
You bitch.
Why?
Drinking our competitor.
This was years
Take.
ago. I don't even know.
Hey,
who,
take food out of my family's
this
mouth.
was
you
in
son of a bitch.
Tampa, you asshole.
Hey,
Who knows?
We
In
deliver
Tampa-
there.
Yep.
Can't keep up with who all y'all got. I mean,
No one can.
Every freaking
can't.
week you say there's we're doing this.
Honeymoon spot. Fredericksburg or San Antonio?
Fredericksburg.
Okay.
But
I was thinking the same thing, but there's not a lot of stuff to do over there.
well, it's the wineries, it's the
There's-
downtown. But you don't have to go like.
There's a lot of good food.
There's so much good. Go
Now
get
you're
some
gonna-
good German food down
Now
there.
you're gonna spend some money.
There's a place down
We've
there.
got plenty of it. Saved
Oh,
up.
This
baller.
motherfucker.
Saved up.
How many days are you planning this honeymoon? That's the bigger.
4 days. So we leave Sunday, be back Wednesday.
Well, just because San Antonio, which is
It's fun, but
it's not.
you had fun doing that. But I mean, 2 days of it, and you're done
Yeah.
because all is the river
Fredericksburg
walking.
have these like little dome, like
Oh,
or
yeah.
Airbnbs that
Yeah.
are like in the wild or not in the
No,
wild,
if
in the
you-
like forest or something.
If you got all this money, go to the place where you can wake up and the giraffe are right outside your room.
yeah, I'm not doing that shit. You got me fucked up. I'm not doing that.
It's a giraffe.
No,
don't give
definitely
a fuck.
for a honeymoon. Fredericksburg's way more like romantic. And
I gotta run
like
to my
that,
truck.
too.
I'm out.
I'll get some.
No, I don't like yours. I like
You're the
mine.
one that used to dip this all the time.
You did. Anyway,
But,
Fredericksburg though.
No, that's way more honeymoon vibe as that place. And there's more like y'all will eat good. All the restaurants are awesome. There's a bunch of them. Y'all might stay in maybe like one place here a couple of nights, the other place a couple of nights, move it
Well,
around.
that dome is badass.
Yeah.
That it's like this just wide
Well, there you
dome
go.
that's in the middle of nowhere.
There you go. That's where you're staying.
It's pretty badass. I
Yeah.
liked it, and I think they have either a hot tub or a pool, either one.
I'm sure they got both.
But it was a pretty nice place out there.
There you go. You already got that. You think that's cool? That's your spot.
I like that one better.
Well, then get that one.
But if she says she wants San Antonio, we're going to San Antonio. It's not really up to me.
Just could tell her that.
Also, if you do go to Fredericksburg, I know a place you can go stay at.
I know
it's a
place
little-
you can stay.
It's a little. What do they call it? Like not a tiny home, but it's an Airbnb.
Tiny home.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is basically. But it's a one room, bathroom, shower off to the side, small little kitchenette, hot tub on the outside. But it's about 3 minutes. It's in the country, like you're out by
It's like the
yourself.
dome thing you were talking about.
Yeah.
But it's Ramsey's, Ramsey and Stephen Knight's,
Oh,
their place.
it ain't the same thing. He was just talking about a dome thing that's
No.
out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but no, this is like.
Yeah, with a hot tub or a pool.
But this
It's
is
one
like.
of the two.
But this is like right. I mean, literally, it's a 5-minute drive and you're downtown.
I think Lexus sent it to me. Hold on.
But
Just tell her that Fredericksburg's way more romantic.
but then a buddy of ours, he's over a bunch of wineries down
yes, yeah, sit down there. Got
there,
a
so
bunch
he
of
can
stuff.
he can get you.
Hell yeah! If you told him he was heading down there, he would.
Right.
He would
He'd
show
hook,
out.
He'd hook you up.
Yeah.
He'd give you.
Just tell her Fredericksburg's way more romantic, and this is a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Just approach it like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's the place we were looking at.
Yeah. These. I mean, these little. I know what these hut
Because
things
the
are.
honeymoon's supposed to be leisure, just y'all. Fredericksburg's way more fitting with that.
But
than
this is. I
Central.
mean, this is also. I mean, it's neat.
Because we're not going to want to do everything I'm not going to want to
No, I
do
mean, you're
anything
supposed to-
every second.
honeymoon's supposed to be a lot of lounging.
Everybody knows what a honeymoon's for. You
Sex.
old nasties.
Mm.
It's got an outdoor
So
shower.
I say just approach.
I know. I told her I was going to take a shower outdoors.
Yeah, no, just tell her, hey, honey, this Fredericksburg's way more romantic. I want us to have a romantic honeymoon.
Wink, wink.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's neat. It's one of those. What do they call those? I guess dome or whatever. Yeah, it's like a tent, but it's.
She might not like that.
She
might
said she's the one who sent it to me and said, "Oh, I
Okay.
like this."
All right, well, there you go. Just book it without telling her.
And
to
when
say,
she
"I did
and
it
when she
already."
doesn't like it, you go, "Hey, you pick this shit."
You sent it to me. Actually.
No, I think that would be way for a honeymoon. That's
Oh,
the
for
better.
4 nights.
Yeah, and Fredericksburg.
Name.
Fredericksburg is close to Lukenbach.
Yeah, there's stuff all around there to.
Yeah,
I might
um,
try to go for Thursday off too. Sunday night. Monday
Remember
night,
the,
Tuesday
what's
night,
the,
Wednesday night.
What's
Yeah.
the?
So I might try
and then
to.
come back to work Friday.
Well, it says for 4 nights, 12:05.
Chump
Fuck.
change, he says.
If I want to book for 4 days, I'm gonna get the 4 days worth.
Right.
4 nights.
Remember what was
Excuse
the
me.
what's the Mexican restaurant there in Fredericksburg
Oh.
that has a Starbucks inside it, or used to?
Yeah, I
is that
forget what-
Garcia's or something?
Yeah,
like
something
that?
like
Remember
that.
we
It's
had to.
not good.
Remember we had to go when we were driving down
'Cause the rain-
pouring
yeah.
rain, just pouring.
It's not good.
I mean, it's just a generic like. To me, it was nothing.
But if you're down there, you do have to try German food.
Oh yeah,
You have to
and
go to
German
one of the-
food is.
I never said I
fucking-
wouldn't.
Yeah.
German food is. If you see any place that's serving like the,
Because don't they have like the beef and the patty and
the yeah,
sauce?
the Wiener Schnitzel,
Wiener Schnitzel, Jaeger Schnitzel.
and when they ask, always if they ask dry or wet, always wet.
And if they ask if you want an
'cause-
egg on it, yes, I want.
Because
an
you
egg
always
on
want
it.
that. It's like the brown gravy they put, and the brown gravy is very close to like Salisbury steak kind of type. But no,
Yeah.
like the Wiener Schnitzel. And if you see anybody having, which they will, the best thing I had in Germany was veal and mashed potatoes. They look like bangers and mash,
Yeah.
but it was veal.
Oh yeah.
Like butter knife was cutting through it. Like it was the most.
Oh.
And they had that brown gravy. It was like German food is awesome. They like meat and potatoes and beer in Germany. And that's
And,
I love beer
yeah. And they're
and meat.
Couscous.
yeah.
Isn't that like a not a? It's not. It's really a grain, isn't it? It's not a pasta.
Yeah. We had a
Or
Can't
Oro,
remember.
Uzo. No, Uzo's the liquor. Don't ever drink
but
that.
their food is fucking great. Trying to find that picture of
There's
that.
people from Germany right now listening, and you said don't drink that.
I don't think Uzo's German. Uzo is what your pop told me. He goes, "We're gonna sit right here one night, and we're gonna drink a bottle of Uzo." Because he goes, "Find me a bottle of Uzo. You and I are gonna sit down, and we're gonna drink the whole bottle." And he's like, "I'm gonna drink you under the table." And it was one of those where like, you want to marry my daughter, so you're gonna sit down and drink with me. And I was like, "Okay."
I'll drink her dad. That's
that was
that's what
the-
sucks for
Well,
him.
now,
So
her
So
dad.
that was like the veal and mashed
That looks
and
so
that
good.
stuff was
Yeah.
the most tender freaking meat. Like
But so
And
we
then
sat
I
there, and Uzo is. It's not as potent as Everclear, but it is just a clear liquor. It is high alcohol, and it's not good. And we just sit there and we take a shot, and I was like, I'm going to take a shot and drink some beer with it. You know, drink beer because I'm not going to sit there and just take shots of this shit. So I'm going to drink beer while we just sat there bullshitting, and I got about 6 shots in, and that was it. He got me fucked up, and he was drunk too, but he wasn't drinking beer. We were just sitting there talking. He'd take a shot, and I take the shot, and I'm drinking 2 or 3 beers. Then we take another shot, and I drink 2 or 3 beers, and all of a sudden I'm outside throwing up, and he's like, "You couldn't even hang with me." I'm like, well,
that's
no.
like the Wiener Schnitzel. It's like their version of like
I loved the
Chicken
German
fried
restaurant
steak
we had
almost.
here in town.
it was okay.
I loved it. They put fried egg on it. You ate there one time with us, didn't you?
What?
The Jamie's German restaurant here in town.
Yeah,
It was okay.
I got the patty with brown
Yeah.
sauce
Yeah,
on
you
it.
got the
Wiener
Jaeger.
Schnitzel.
No, we got Jaeger
Oh, yeah.
Schnitzel. I got fried eggs, and I put the anchovies on top, and it was so good.
I mean, it's okay once you've had the real thing.
Well, that's true.
Now they say there's a place in Granbury that opened on the square
Yeah,
last
yeah.
year that they said that German food's
The
Fucking
first time I
legit.
ate German food was over in Fort Worth at Edelweiss. Remember, it was on that
that's the first time,
roundabout.
that's the first place I ever had it too.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah, I was like, this is good. But
I love the bread selection
the only thing that pissed me off about
at the beginning.
I think we've talked about it before, but the only thing that pissed me off about the German place here is, hey, fuck.
You don't have any beer
You're going to have a German restaurant,
and no beer.
have Oktoberfest stuff everywhere and Steins, and you don't serve beer. Mm-hmm. I was like, are you kidding me?
They didn't have the license. They
Well, that's
couldn't.
true.
You're a fucking German restaurant, do it. And they had some.
But you could bring your own stuff in, but it's
and
not
they
the
had
same.
some. No, I mean, you go there for like. And they had some weird hours, too. Mm-hmm. When they were open
But the
and closed.
food was always good.
No, it's fine.
I've only ate there once at the place
That's
in
okay.
town. The place that was in town.
Dude, I ate there like 7 times.
in
and loved it every time.
Fredericksburg.
Oh, in Fredericksburg?
They got,
Dude, they've got
they
some.
got legit
That's a German
places.
settlement
yeah.
here in Texas. Yeah, go to Fredericksburg. San Antonio.
Yeah. Talk her to that.
This motherfucker.
was that?
You see what he was doing?
What was he doing? Oh,
Yes.
no, go talk to her and tell her how much more romantic this, because it is. San Antonio's.
She told me to
she
pick,
sent
but
it
she
to you.
didn't like how crowded San Antonio was
I know.
anyways.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying it's
I don't.
not.
I don't like. San Antonio's fine if I'm not staying there more than a day or two. After that, I'm done.
Yeah, like I said,
It's
all
San
you
Antonio-
have is the Riverwalk and the Alamo and stuff. That's all right there,
And the
you're knocking
Riverwalk
that-
is over.
You're knocking that out in a couple of days, and
Yeah, the
the
Riverwalk
Riverwalk
is.
used to be better.
It's
kinda,
overhyped.
It's kind of gotten.
Did you see that? Oh, you sent me that video of the
Yeah,
Riverwalk
flooding
where it
like
was
a mother-
flooding its ass off.
Yeah, so I'm not going down there.
No.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, so just go to free. You have way fun. And like you said, Lukenbach,
It's 15, 20-minute drive
y'all
from
can
there.
y'all can go visit that place one day. That's a cool place. Usually there's live music playing, and
Get a driver, get an Uber or something. Don't drink and drive,
but I mean it's a
especially down there because they will get your ass.
yeah, they're looking. But that's
But you can
great.
go downtown
That's
and just
great.
you can walk up and down town and drink all you want.
That's
I
probably
said,
what we're gonna do.
There's wineries everywhere. and
That's
But-
probably what I'm gonna do.
But
Yeah.
somebody's got to drive you back and forth.
Not if I
you're
walk.
walking around.
But if that place is off in the middle of fucking nowhere,
You're right.
But they'll have Ubers and stuff because I think they would.
Tasha and I couldn't find one.
Really, I figured they.
I mean, they may. We didn't really actively
I figured
look.
they would think that you got a lot of people that's drinking and walking
Yeah.
around. That they. I mean, who knows? That place might have some kind of service where they
Shuttle service or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
or just walk from there. Probably like 5 miles. You can get a run in.
Shit. That's Lexus thing. She'll like that.
You get a run in
There you
and,
go,
then,
see?
and,
They
then
run in the.
and then a stumble home, and hopefully you're at the right place.
He walks
She'll
into where
make sure.
He actually
She don't like to drink too much.
he
So she'll
actually
make
jumps
sure we
in
go.
a
Get
fence
there.
where those animals are and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The giraffes and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm telling you, that one with the giraffes and animals and stuff that you can hang out with. I've already told your mom.
Are you scared of them? It's a giraffe.
I've already told your mom that we're going to go back down there and do that.
I'm- They got really long tongues.
Over here yelling for no reason.
Yeah, y'all should do that.
So tomorrow there's something special going on. Tonight Tristan has to go to a graduation.
Mm-hmm.
So his soon-to-be brother-in-law is graduating tonight, so he's got to go to that. It's at 8.
He's getting geared up for that one.
It's because they want the sun to go down. They
The
don't want.
good thing is they are so fast.
Yeah.
They don't last.
Care if they want the sun to go
They
down.
don't last-
That's just gonna last for fucking.
They don't last
ever.
2 hours at all.
Well, and some of us went and sat through a college graduation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the whole fucking
That
thing.
was- yeah. Yeah.
I was there through 99%
How long did
of
that
it.
take?
So long.
So fucking. And I was getting calls from work.
Luckily,
While I'm there.
yeah, he was off. So we're sitting on the visitor side. Let me explain this to you. Graduated from Tarleton, so it's at the Tarleton Stadium.
Obviously.
I pull in, I park in the new parking garage, and I'm texting Tasha, "What side are y'all on, home or visitors?" I don't know.
I told her we were on the visitor side.
I don't know.
I don't know. I said,
Should
"Okay."
just texted me.
I said, "Look across from you. Is there a big press box area above the other side that you're looking at?" Both sides have a press box.
No, they don't.
Yeah, it does. The visitor side does have a.
But not
it's
the
not-
big presence.
so I go-
or
The
Dean
big
Suite.
one. The big one.
I go,
The big one.
"Are you on the east side or the west side of the stadium?"
I don't know.
I don't know. I said, "Is the press box you are looking at directly in front of you gigantic compared to the one on the side you're sitting on?" They're both big. And now
Damn.
Oh my god.
And now I am just fucking pissed off because I'm at the stadium and don't know which side to go to. And I'm praying that they're on the visitor side because it's shaded at this time of day. I'm just praying they're on the visitor side. And then finally, I said, is the name of the stadium on, can you see the name of the stadium from where you're sitting? She's like, "Where would that be?" I'm like, "It's on the top of the press box." And then, so finally I go, "Which side is the video board on? Your left or your right?" Because if it's on the left, that means she's on the visitor side. She's like, "My left."
Thank God.
Fucking, it's like pulling teeth. How do you not know But also the visitor side is like,
I told her because I had to text Lex's dad and mom or Helen where we were sitting, so they could come walk up and sit with us.
oh, and then it's like, okay, I'm here. Where are y'all sitting? And she's like, section C. I go, okay, are you at the like close to the field, or are you back up to the top? She goes, we're in the middle. They were like 3 rows from the top. We're in the middle.
I told Helen
it was-
and her dad we were sitting right on the 40-yard line, on or like the away from the scoreboard.
Yeah.
We're on the opposite 40-yard line, and they came right there. Was looking. I stood up, wave, and then they came.
But I'll get the same thing at the house. We'll be sitting in my, the man den.
Yeah.
We're going over directions. I'll be saying how y'all have no sense of any kind of, and I'll point towards Facto's house, north. Like Facto's house is over there, right?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "You mean over there?" And they'll point towards where 281 is running, North Oaks running. Be like, that's
The road.
follow it. No, and they're I'm like, and there's no. I'll even get my phone out and do the
Oh,
north.
yeah. Compass, yeah. So, but
I've never met anything like.
well,
Why?
they've said, and I don't. I know this to be true for myself and for a lot of people. I've never tested Tristan on there. They say that men can point to north and be extremely close to almost true north, but at least in the northern
Yeah.
direction. But that women can't do that, but they're very good at saying, go to, this business or this restaurant, go to this and then go that way. They can tell you by landmarks, whereas men will go, that's, go north.
Yeah, I'm not buying the landmark thing either.
Well, but not landmarks, but
well,
like,
no, anything.
No. From my experience, we're fucked unless I'm there.
From my experience.
but that a woman can't tell you that's north, that's south,
Chas and
that's
the
east, that's
girls
west.
have no sense of direction.
Like right now, Tristan, which way's north? Okay. Which way's east? Okay, south. Yeah.
You're trying to get me.
I'm saying, but they have they have no sense of direction.
So,
But then they'll argue with me,
oh yeah.
and I'm like, you're pointing east.
Can you go home and do it with all 3 of your family members individually and record it and see if they can really tell
Do an
you?
experiment.
Yeah, tell you which way's north.
I'll try. I'll get
Stand
you'll
on
just-
the north side of the house,
you'll
right?
just see me
and then
getting-
do it from there. So
I
you
get
know.
so I'm getting frustrated just thinking about it because we've had this.
Yeah, you stand with
So I'll
your.
be like, which way is our house facing? Right? Mm-hmm. Which is kind of like
southeast,
a
yeah.
little bit. It's facing towards the. I said the back of her house is north,
West.
East, right? But I mean, general direction.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to
Yeah.
him, that's why because I'll point like off the corner of her house back that way, saying
Yeah.
back though, and them are
Live
almost
north, yeah.
like boom, and they'll go, "You mean there?" They're like, "No, because that's North Oak right there that you're pointing at."
Then that's west.
And if you keep following that road,
It goes north. Yeah.
oh, and they'll argue with me. So I finally just end. So I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. I've got my phone out and done the compass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but his house is over there.
Oh my God.
It's like, no, it's not, because you're pointing at Welcome Mountain right now.
Which from your house is southwest.
Yeah.
Would y'all ever go to a haunted house?
Fuck
Like an
no.
actual haunted house?
Like a real one? No.
Yeah, for sure.
No.
He might have to come with me then.
Well,
I'm
also,
going
I'll do it all
also
day.
you lied to us once already saying you're going to stay in the Haunted Hill house. and
no,
that didn't
we
happen.
plan on it, but after the wedding.
I'll
We
do
want to
it.
get the money
All,
already finished
I'll
paid
do
for,
it.
and then
No problem.
I've got an EVP
Shit
thing.
don't scare me all day.
Oh,
Or EMF.
EMF.
Yeah.
I have an EMF. I have a spirit box.
Yeah, all day.
I have
And
flashlights. I have-
she'll do it too. She really ain't like she's kind of hardcore.
Y'all
Y'all
need to
are
go.
fucking crazy.
We'll do us three.
Yeah, I'm down.
Bring Chaz. Bring Mom. Bring Alexis. all 6 of us.
No, I'll
Go in there.
No, I'll stay home.
I'm in.
I'll
Do
stay
it,
home.
pussy.
Yes, I'll stay home that night.
Go.
Abso-fucking-lutely
We can keep the lights on.
I know how to take off the little antenna that goes to all the radio stations to where it can never play a radio station. So if you hear anything, it's for real.
I'm so scared of it that I would be the one that gets the bullshit happen to me, and then I'm
Oh
fucking.
yeah, they'll come after you.
Go play blackjack upstairs with a guy named Willie.
I won't.
I will.
If you win and he loses, apparently he takes a chunk of your skin out.
Horse shit.
Why the fuck would I do that?
Yeah,
then?
complete bullshit. I'll do
Let's
it.
do it. I've
I'm in.
been
I'm
wanting
so
to go
down.
in there to play
can't-
blackjack.
You can't sit here and call it bullshit, but also say you believe in ghosts and shit. Poltergeists.
No, I
and-
mean I said demons and stuff.
well, they say that the guy upstairs is the demon.
Oh
Sure
no,
they do.
there's an elemental there, which is like the highest of the
Yeah.
spirit realm.
Did
That
you see when
yeah.
oh,
he's
let me show you a picture of him. Hold on.
And each
his name's,
time
his
he
name's
goes-
Tommy.
he can be earth, fire, wind, water. He can be any of them.
We're not
Of the
Avatar.
Avatar?
Okay, we're not
the
Avatar.
Avatar's there.
Yes.
Taylor's in. Then she loves that show. No, I'll do it. That's fun.
There's nothing.
We used
fun.
to go into
Oh,
the.
What if you bring that shit home with you? There's
They're not
nothing
going
fun
to.
about that.
His
They're not-
name's
they're not
Toby,
welcome.
His name's Toby.
and this is
His
like
name's Toby.
they took a picture. Toby.
Our dog's name's Toby.
Yeah, they took a picture of this lady that had like this thing that was glowing red because something's right next to it, and they took a picture of it, and this is what they showed.
I'm gonna let him look at it. Then I'll look at it.
That his face is what's right by that red light.
That's the guy upstairs, right?
That's Toby.
Yeah.
You need a podcast picture that it has to be that picture.
Oh my god.
Podcast picture has to be that.
Well, send that to me then.
That's Toby, right?
Toby.
We got to remember Toby for a title.
And he can like he's the one who bullshits. He will bullshit the fuck out of you apparently.
Well, have you ever watched like? I mean, you can go to YouTube and see that, like of that house. The
Oh yeah, yeah.
haunted,
Yeah, there's several
There's
videos.
one. There's
and
somebody
then
that was
there's-
just like a live stream on
haunted
Halloween
Hill
night
House.
stuff,
Haunted Hill House.
something like that.
House on Haunted Hill is the other one. It's the actual show, Haunted Hill House.
There's a Haunted Hill House also.
Here's a story behind Toby if y'all want to.
Tobin.
All right. The Toby story
First thing I'm doing is we're walking in
at the Haunted Hill House in Mineral Wells revolves
We're gonna
around
go, hey Toby, fuck
Stop being a bitch.
revolves around a
Daniel
supposed
says you're a bitch.
demonic entity that haunts a specific room in the house named after Toby.
It's like the upstairs room.
The entity is believed to be present in the room and is described as having a strong presence, with some claiming to have heard voices or seen apparitions.
Apparently, if you like go attack him the whole time, he'll get fucking mad and just. But apparently, he hisses. He's real known to hiss. Watched the whole video about it, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I'm down. I'm in.
I want to go so fucking bad. I know Jessica and Dylan want to go really bad too, so
I'm
I might
in.
bring both of
The
them.
house itself is known for its history, which includes rumors of murder, prostitution, and the occult, contributing to its reputation as a haunted location.
There was a tree outside that house that a kid hung himself from,
Probably not true. Most of
Sad.
the stuff's bullshit. Like
and
the
there's
stories.
a dead prostitute
There's
that
so
died,
many-
and there's like a little part in the wall that was boarded up for the longest time. It was just boarded up, and then they finally took it out. You could still see brains and old
Oh.
Yeah.
old
Like I
blood
said-
stains on the walls from
said,
where that
most-
girl shot herself.
Most of the story stuff is bullshit. Like a lot of the stuff, there's a lot of myths about around the
Yeah.
baker, and it all ends up. But hey, lure people in. There's something flying around. I think it's just a dirt dog.
It is.
But no, I'm perfectly.
I wanna
Went in
go.
the baker plenty of times. It's supposed to be
I
haunted.
went to the Baker,
There's
but I've
nothing.
never stayed the night in the
Oh,
Baker like
yeah.
you were supposed to be able to. There was a guy, so there was a lady named Jane Cotrette who was the caretaker of the Baker when it was all shut down. And
Yeah, she took us around on the tour.
But then
one
her grandson used to live in the Baker.
Mhm.
Kyle?
time. He was like living there. Like
When
now
it
that
Kyle-
would be
when it
kind of.
Kyle?
Remember when that
To live in the Baker?
Now that would be
That
kind of
one,
creepy.
I
mean, I gotta admit, if you were living there in that whole big building and nobody else was in there,
what was
Right.
that paranormal group that went to Baker Hotel?
the Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures, yeah. I
They
would watch
always
that. And
they
then-
always find something, no matter where they go.
But do you see that door open? I don't know.
Yeah,
That door that opened
I
was-
think the ghost adventures are fake as fuck. But they did find a dog there that they took with them. They found a
Oh,
stray
yeah, that
dog
was
like
nice.
outside the
Oh,
big
yeah, yeah.
and they still had it. Like I think he's still on the show. But Jack Osborne has a ghost hunting show.
Ozzy Osbourne's son? Okay.
I think it's called
I
like
think I've seen it
I think
because
it's
isn't
called like
Ozzy on one of them?
he does one where the Osbournes want to believe or something. But Jack has one. I think it's called like Portals to Hell or some shit. And it's him and this other girl that go. But they went to the Hill House here in Mineral Wells. There's an episode
no
fully
shit.
of them going there.
How was that?
They had some. I mean, every show something happens a little
I
bit.
literally have a spirit box in my room right now.
But yeah, it's called like
He goes. I got my like he was ordering shit online. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I got this. I got it in. I have a package being delivered today. It's my EMF reader and whatever. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, get that shit out of my fucking house, man. Don't be bringing shit into my house. You ever mess with a Ouija board?
man. I think we might have like back in the day or so. I don't really remember.
I remember one time.
See, yeah, so it's Portals to Hell, and they're actually this was a show. So they went and did a
Oh, yeah.
episode.
So one time growing up, my dad had a Ouija board, and it was always like stuffed in the top of his closet. And I don't even know how it. Me, Carlos, Sam, one of us found it, and then we pulled it out, and we started messing with it, and my dad was like, "No, what are y'all doing? No, we don't do
Yeah.
that. We don't mess with that." And we're like, "What?" Because we,
Yeah.
what a Ouija board is, but you don't know
Yeah.
what a Ouija board. Like
Yeah.
we know what it is, but we don't know what it is. And he's like, "You're gonna get something started that you don't want to happen." So, yeah, and I was like, I don't want anything to happen.
That's
I
what
just,
I think. Like, if,
I thought we're having a good time because it was, it's moving, and we're like, "You're pushing it." No, I'm pushing it. No, I'm
Yeah.
not. Yo, I'm not pushing it. 100%.
Yeah,
Sam's
yeah.
the motherfucker
Yeah,
doing this
yeah.
shit.
yeah.
But now this is
I refuse to even touch a Ouija board.
you always got to take everything my dad tells you and did with a grain of salt because my dad threw it away. I don't want y'all fucking with this. He threw it away. And then the Ouija board showed back up at the house. And at the time, I'm like, holy shit.
No, it came back.
I saw him put it in the trash. I saw it.
When your dad got that.
I saw the trash get out of this house
move.
with the Ouija board in there. And now the Ouija board is back in this house. And yes, to this day,
That's a great.
I 99% believe that my dad brought it right back into the house.
But
There's that 1%,
there's that one, too.
dude, that
Well, that's what they were talking about demons earlier, like possessing people.
I don't.
I don't
with
think-
that shit. I don't.
I don't think.
but you're going to go into a place where you know spirits are and you're going to fuck with them? Fuck you,
That's
Toby.
a W.
I said I don't think.
That's a
I don't
W.
think, like-
Ouija boards are L.
Yes.
I think demons can like influence people.
Yeah.
Anybody like trying to, but I don't really feel like they can possess someone unless that person like
Opens up to it.
invites it in.
Yeah.
Right. Like openly, even though if it gets tricked or something.
Well, apparently,
Because apparently, like the experts say, demons like to mimic kids to trick people into letting it in.
Yeah.
I looked up this thing. It's like before you even go into any place that you know is even remotely haunted, you got to say, "Hey, you cannot come inside."
You got to make sure that
Tristan,
or
Tristan said that
else.
to many guys before.
Yeah, you can't come inside.
on the
me.
back, just on the back. No, you got to make sure you're not welcome. You cannot come with me. You're not
Yeah.
allowed.
I told Jessica and Dylan or really Jessica, because she's real into that stuff. So I talked to her about it, and she was like, "Yeah," or she was talking about it, and I go, "Yeah, no, I have a saying that we're gonna say right when we go inside. So if anything goes down, it won't go down inside of us. It'll be
Oof.
somebody else.
Golly.
It'll be somebody else."
Facto fixes lawnmower.
How do you do it?
I don't know.
I saw Facto today. He walked in a Walmart with Nick.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Not later on.
Yeah,
but He's like, "You need my help?" I go, "No, that's the last fucking pallet. I got NAs after. I don't need your help."
Oh shit! No, it was,
Yeah, I definitely will go. I'm in on
I
that.
won't.
Though.
I won't do it.
And we're making Daniel do it just because you got to have somebody there that
This is podcast material.
you have to have somebody there that
Everybody in the
'cause-
comments say he has to
'cause
go
if you
to
have,
Haunted
if
Hill
everybody's
House.
there that wants to go, right? It's fun and everything, but you always have to have that one person that absolutely does not want
Okay,
to go.
then we have
'cause
to wear-
they're the best.
Then I
ones.
have to wear the GoPro.
Yes,
Yes,
awesome.
that's fine. Wear the GoPro
Yeah.
around your head, and
Like
you'll
I said,
walk
you
up for
you
the
have
whole
to go
night.
because you'll make it the best because you'll be the one, and they'll target you right off the bat.
100%
Which is
because they
great.
know I'm scared.
Yeah,
Hey, that's why
but that's what makes it. If
What if I cry?
I got this on me.
Did a cross.
Yes, you have one too.
what if his tattoo?
I don't have a cross. Oh no, those are onk.
What if his? What if his? What if his
okay, Moon Knight.
What if his tattoo
Starts bleeding.
like
Rotates. Oh god.
So there was one time, right?
Where
No,
his- where
no
it
bullshit.
did rotate.
No bullshit. Me, Jessica, and Brittany were sitting in the shop that her dad has at the house, and we're just, we didn't expect to get anything right from the EVP and EMF and the spirit box. We were just using it, right?
Yeah.
Just using it to have fun. Well, the thing says elemental. So, like, she has her phone app going. We have a spirit box going. We have the EMF going. The EMF spikes one time. Her phone says elemental. And so I'm just bullshit. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Da, da, da. Scratches. Like, we took a picture. Scratches all over my arm that appeared. And, like, we progressively took pictures to show new scratches on my arm.
See, we're fucking around with shit that we shouldn't be fucking around with. Y'all got me.
I gotta find that picture. 'Cause
going.
we took the picture on my phone.
this is beating down
And I was like,
material.
what the fuck?
Tell the story about.
Those are the scratches that appeared on my arm out of nowhere.
Good lord.
Like, out of nowhere on this arm was like scratches that weren't there.
Tell the
To show
story.
those. You need to give them
And
that.
I had my sleeve down, so there's
That
nothing
needs
was
to, that
scratching me
needs to
through my
pop
shirt.
up on the.
Okay.
video.
I'll send you this
Yeah.
picture, and you can.
So Tristan got one of those dumb little things on his phone, spirit
Yeah.
readers or
See,
whatever.
I don't trust those because if it's an
Yeah,
app,
it
it
could
can,
be-
it
it-
can- it can-
it's-
it can do bullshit.
It's called Necromancer. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, you showed it to me. Remember?
But there was one.
Remember
yeah,
when we were
at the-
getting
Oh,
family,
Necrometer. Yeah, the,
when y'all were getting family photos
yeah,
right
yeah,
before
yeah,
us.
yeah.
is
I
what
was
we did.
using that there.
Yeah,
but is that what you were using when you were driving down?
Right here.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
I was talking to Kyron.
So he had a friend that died in a car accident,
no shit.
and
were
then
We
talking
drove
to him?
past it it was me, Lexus, and Emma, and we drove past, and it said Kyron on it as we drove past. It almost made me cry.
Well, yeah.
yeah,
Just that.
Yeah.
No, because
No, 'cause-
I downloaded it too, and I was messing with
Because I have the speech where it'll say it, or the text
Yeah.
it'll just show it.
Because Audrey is, I guess every kid like hunting ghosts. She went through a little stage where she had the app stuff on her phone, and they were. Because I remember going to cemeteries.
Those
and-
ones where you have to go around the room and it'll just show a random weird
Yeah,
thing.
no, I'm not believing that shit. Not on the app on a phone because them things
Yeah.
could show up fake stuff all the time. But no, it sounds like a blast to me. We'll have fun with it, but Daniel
No, it
has to
doesn't.
go.
It doesn't sound like fun for anyone.
I think it would be great video for the podcast, and that's all that matters.
Probably.
Yes.
Especially your GoPro and like just screaming.
We need to scare him.
Dude, it's
Oh, apparently a ghost killed a dog in that house too.
All right.
So there was this. I'll tell the story, right?
Apparently.
So apparently,
and
what is
apparently-
told is there was this guy that moved into the house with his dog, right? And there's this one part of the second floor that used to be like a liquor mill that was like prohibition
Oh,
type
liquor,
thing.
liquor still.
Yeah, so no, they would like drop liquor down to like,
Oh, like a-
privately
well, they used-
sell during prohibition.
Oh,
yeah, like a
and
probably
so
like an old cold shoot.
there
that
was
they-
this like
yeah.
little hole that was from the second floor down to the first floor, and you just drop stuff and whatever. Kids used to work up here and drop liquor down into that spot, so the kids were working upstairs.
they were making the liquor upstairs.
Well,
But
they-
apparently there was a ghost that spooked the dog, ran upstairs over that hole and like stood on the other side. The dog was chasing it, barking, fell down and died. The owner put the dog in a dog crate, stuffed it under the house, and the bones of the dog were still under the house, and he just fucking took off.
That's just
Doesn't
dumb.
this sound awesome?
That sounds
Great time.
terrible.
It's gonna be awesome.
All right, well then y'all have to go.
So this will have to be like we could time it like in October.
Y'all have to go.
Ooh, that'd be a good time.
Because-
That'd be a good
'cause
fucking
you
time.
said after the wedding's in September.
September, October,
October.
right after.
Yeah.
That'd be plenty of time to get it, because we can split it between 2, 4, 6,
So they-
and then 8
So they
with
let
Jessica and
you,
Dylan.
do they let
we'll
you
have
like
Jessica and Dylan
stay
come.
there the whole night, or
That
Oh
means
yeah, you rent it for the night.
There's no way I'm staying the whole night.
You're staying the whole night.
There's no way.
You are staying the
we
whole
just
night.
got to get him in there, even if he leaves.
You
we'll
are
get
staying
him
the
in
whole
there.
night. You're gonna sleep in the prostitute's bed.
There you go. Hey.
Well, now you're speaking my language.
When he finally lays down, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, it was a male prostitute."
Well,
Yeah.
apparently, she will come and
Yes, you will.
like mess with the. Okay.
get freaky with the dudes.
She'll mess with the guy.
There you go.
And if the girl's in there, nothing will happen. But if the guy's in there, they'll try to
Take the panties off.
give you some pleasure on the other side, I guess.
Tasha, get your fucking ass out of here.
I think that'll be fun for the good video.
But then we need like some cameras that can stay plugged in and
There's
on all night long.
They
There's
have
cameras.
cameras.
They have cameras inside of it that we can get like
Yeah, you can.
for our night that we were there. We can get like permission to.
Because there's a guy. There's
Oh.
always usually somebody in there because we've watched them before on Halloween night. That's live streaming it.
Oh no
Like
shit!
like a couple of Halloweens ago, there was a guy. He was in there by himself, live streaming it as it went. And doors. I remember like the back door like opened and slammed. Like he.
There's a whole room dedicated to kids upstairs. That there's children's books and children's toys. If you read a child's book, you'll hear like knocking on the door that leads to the part or like leads to like the attic part of it. It's kind of
I'll
weird.
tell you one thing.
It's like attic, top. They're on the same level.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll do some major investigating on, like
What to do to make shit
no,
happen?
on like traps and stuff like things that are rigging the house to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
'Cause
To make it happen, yeah.
I've seen that before, like because the most legit show me and Chess ever watched on ghost shows was the Ghost Hunters Taps.
No, you're probably talking about Paranormal Activity.
No, but these guys always look like they one time were like this guy was claiming this restaurant's haunted, and they found like all this different stuff hidden that they were trying to dupe them with like tricks
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything,
yeah.
like hidden up in the speakers and all that stuff. So I'll be looking for shit like that because
But they apparently have a whole bunch of like. They buy a whole bunch of
I mean,
stuff like
smart,
tribal
it's
like
smart 'cause
stuff
look,
that
they're
should be haunted
look,
or
they're
stuff
making
like that. They'll buy it.
they're making money.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, they'll continuously buy like
'Cause
new
we did
shit
that-
to make that shit
Because
more
we did that
haunted.
a couple of times at the baker where you could pay amount of money, you could have up to 10 people.
Yep,
The lady would give you the tour,
yep.
and then
Oh,
she'd
it's the
say,
same thing with the Haunted Hill House.
and then she'd say, "Here's the keys. You got the place till
Till the morning.
4
yeah.
in the morning or
Yeah,
whatever."
because like check-ins like
Yeah.
late at night or later in the night, like 8 or 9, and
We
checkout is 9 in the morning.
You
I
show
think
up
8 or 9 in
You
the
show
morning.
up earlier, like a 4, where there's still because there's no electricity, right? At this in the baker when we go.
Yeah, you show up early.
So you show up early so you can see everything, and she'd give you a tour. And then she, about right when it was getting dark, she'd say, "Here's the keys. You got it till like 4 in the morning." Mm-hmm. And we did that twice. And one time I got away from the group, so I was like, "I'm gonna scare the
I
shit
did
out
it
of this
once and I didn't stay.
girl." Got away from the girls and the group. We were going up level by level. Mm-hmm. It's got them long hallways. Well, I knew like 2 levels up there was like a toy room that had some toys in there.
That's the ball. You throw it down and the kid.
So I got
the kid
away.
throws it back to you.
So I got away from the group without them paying attention.
It's time to go.
I got away from the group without them paying attention and went up 2 floors by myself and waited. Mm-hmm. I had that ball in my hand. I'm just waiting up in the hallway. And when I heard them come up, I just rolled that bitch like. And all they saw when they timed it was that ball just rolling. Greatness. And then we hit like we put like $100 bill at the very top. And came all the way down. And we told any of the girls if y'all go up there by yourselves, I can have the $100.
No one.
No takers.
I did like going to the ballroom
Yeah, it's awesome.
because in the ballroom up at the top, they had the
Yeah,
gunner's
it's really-
nest or whatever it was, where because they had a lot of dignitaries and stuff stay there, presidents and whatnot.
Oh yeah, it was a.
And so these little, I call them gunner's nests. I don't remember what they called them.
They have that little tunnels underneath it.
It's
Yeah.
caved in.
But they had like in the ballroom there was like 2 of them, I think.
Yeah.
And they were just like little rooms up at the top where they could sit. I guess snipers or whatever people with guns could sit in case somebody tried to do
Like
something
security,
to.
yeah.
I still got a free tour of that place. I bought one at an
Oh
auction.
yeah, we need to do that. You're supposed to take
I
me.
know. Bought one at an auction. I haven't used it yet.
You're supposed to take me. So
Well, we're going on Hill House instead, so.
But I never had anything. I mean, if you would think if a place is going to be haunted, the Baker's a pretty good place.
Yeah.
That probably would be.
time to go.
Yeah, I'm heading out of here getting
All right.
dressed.
All right, have fun.
Have a great time.
So we're talking about haunted stuff and stuff caught on camera. It's like he's mad at that door.
I think everybody got used to
Factos.
Facto's door. You have to slam it.
Yeah. So there's a girl that I watch on, I think it's Facebook.
I bet you do.
She is good looking. Her name's Johanna James. But
Jenna James.
Jenna James. But she talks about a lot of stuff when it comes to like Egypt and the pyramids and blah 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 blah. blah.
Oh yeah, I think you showed me her
think-
before
I
because
think
she
I
was
have.
talking about the. She was talking about the pyramids.
Yeah. So she was talking one time, and about whatever, and there was a noise, and then she like turns her camera, and you see the door to her room open, and she's like, "Oh my God, there's a ghost or something." She's like, "Ha ha ha, there's a ghost or whatever," and then like she has the camera, she's just still talking, and then you hear that door go boom. And she doesn't do shit like this and there's not one video I've ever seen where she does this. And she turns back, like she turns the camera, and that door is slammed shut. And then, like, I think that was like the end of her video. She's like, "And I'm done." Mm-hmm. But have you heard what they found at the Hawara Pyramid in the Hawara Plateau?
No.
So there's a pyramid that looks like. It almost looks like just a mound of shit. It's
Where's
not
this
very.
at?
It's in Egypt,
Okay.
just a little south of the
Great
the Great
Pyramid.
Pyramid. Yeah, and so this pyramid looks like. And she talked about it in one of her videos, and I can't remember. It's like one of the first ones that was built or something because it's very like rounded at the top. It's not pointed, and it's just it doesn't look like the other pyramids that you see. But Herodotus spoke of a labyrinth that was under that pyramid. And with the LiDAR scans,
They found it.
they found 2 levels of chambers and stuff. But here's the thing. So the pyramid is in one area, and just like directly south of that is obviously below the earth, below the sand. There's 2, one is like 18 meters. There's a level of labyrinth chambers and pathways and hallways, whatever you call it. And then 40 meters below that is another level of them that they found.
So how much stuff is like?
Right.
I keep finding all this buried stuff.
So
up
here's the issue with that. So they dammed up part of the river or one of the tributaries off the Nile, and because they dammed it up, the natural water that's under the desert is now filling up.
there. All the chambers.
And so the longer they take to start excavating that, the more water that is filling that up, aquifers, the more it is filling those up. So the longer they wait, you may never be able to get in there because of the dam they built. So just they're finding random shit all over the
they
fucking
keep finding
place.
stuff buried all over, like deep down, which tells you. It kind of to me points to like
Who builds
lot
down though?
older stuff. I don't think anybody built down. I think
How did the earth build up?
sand blowing in and covering things. to me, it's like they built this shit first, civilization, then stacking on top of it. It's way older than they fucking think.
Absolutely.
Like I said, that lost civilization stuff we always talk about that makes the most sense. Like some big thing happened that knocked us back to like the Stone Age, and then we.
Yeah.
So this stuff that's buried underneath could be from a different.
Well,
time.
and just because of the size of the massive blocks that, and we talk about these shit so much, and
Yeah.
but
sure.
I'm just very intrigued by all this, and
Oh,
not
yeah.
just Egypt, but all the places
Well, nobody-
where these megalithic stones have built these great giant
I mean, just
places.
Just Stonehenge alone,
right,
because
right.
there's stones there that are from way off. I mean,
Yeah.
and nobody even knows what the hell that's
But
for.
then you wonder, because then you go, we talked about giants before. Is it the giants that helped build this?
The Bible says they existed.
Right.
I mean, there's a big case on one.
Right, right.
David versus Goliath was
Supposedly a giant.
supposedly he was like, I don't know, 10 to 12 foot tall.
But
And-
I think when they talk about giants, they're talking now you're getting really off the wall. The Nephilim, and but you have to have something. But here's the other thing. Go back thousands of years, and the water of the Nile actually went up to the pyramids.
Yeah, I mean, they say some people, it used to be wetland. Like,
And
it wasn't
even
all desert all the
and then
time.
you go back even further than that water, that tributary and whatever, was even bigger than that. And so they're saying, oh, they floated those down.
Still don't buy it.
I
You
don't
still
I don't buy the
You
floating.
still got to load them and everything else.
How do you? They don't have boats that can carry
No.
multiple
Yeah.
ton rocks
You still got to, and even if they did, you still got to move them off that and still move them. So, I mean,
To the
no,
place.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I don't buy that.
I don't buy that either. It's just
We'll never know.
no. We'll never know. We will never know, and
Well,
I don't
maybe.
know if anyone will ever know. But it's just they still say there were burial chambers, and I don't believe that. I still think that they were some sort of power.
Everybody say conductors of some kind.
Well, there's that, and then there's another theory where there was a group of scientists that went in, and they were testing them for chemicals. And so when they found the chemicals, each pyramid, just talk about the ones in Cairo, each pyramid had a different chemical compound. So one supposedly made ammonia. The other one took the ammonia and turned it into liquid ammonia. Took a liquid and turned it into gas, or gas into liquid, or whatever. And then like the third, the Great Pyramid, the chemicals in that is where you take the ammonia and you turn it into this. And I mean, there's just
Well,
who knows what
nobody-
the fuck it
You can
is.
tell nobody.
But it's definitely not because they've never found a mummy in the pyramid. In a pyramid, they've never found one in there. So, but they were talking about the labyrinth, the maze, or whatever, that in Herodotus's writing, he said that when he didn't get to go into the labyrinth, but while he was there, he was told about the labyrinths, and they said that this is where the first builders are buried. The first builders, which means there's multiple builders.
So I'm saying this is way older than your
Right,
thought.
right. So I don't
Now,
know.
that's always wondered. So you got these people now that are experts in ancient language that translate it, right? Mm-hmm. What if they're wrong?
Well,
I know they're very educated, but what if they're not translating this shit
correctly.
and it explained it if you could, like, because I mean they're still just educated.
Queen Nefertiti's. So here's another thing. So like, I think it's Queen Nefertiti. Her burial chamber. There's like 6-7 rooms in her burial chamber, and they did find her there, so it's her burial chamber. But you walk into the first room, and there is pictures and hieroglyphs all over this room, and they're like, "Oh, this is basically a story of her life." And then you go into the next, room, and every inch of the wall is covered with the hieroglyphs and the drawings, paintings. How long before her death are they doing it? Because this fucking thing is elaborate. Every inch, giant paintings and, lines of hieroglyphs. Or are they doing that after her death?
Probably. I mean, who knows?
It has to be done before and then after?
Maybe.
Or they're just doing it for years and
Maybe
years
they,
and years
I think,
after?
I think they just keep adding to it, especially if it's somebody that's well worshipped or respected. They're just going to keep
Adding to it.
Or you never know. She could declare 20 years, when I die, this is going to look like this, so we're going to start doing it now.
But it like went through her life and then her afterlife. So now that she's passed,
Yeah.
and then it's now she's in the afterlife, and then she meets the gods, and this is her offering to the gods, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, the
Well, look
the
who's
hieroglyphs
pertinent now.
are pictures, right? Mm-hmm. So how do they know what each individual picture? Like, how did somebody figure
I
that
was
out?
saying they had to decipher it from something like.
But
How do you know how accurate they are?
I gotta piss again. Egypt and the hieroglyphs.
All the stuff they're finding like buried. They're finding all kinds of stuff with this new technology, like the LiDAR stuff, where they can penetrate, without having to dig.
Have you seen those little depictions of the aliens coming down? Well, apparently
Well, there's one that
they were the first people to see them.
the most famous one is there's like on the wall. It looks like a spacecraft that we always think of. It looks
It's like
like
a little top on top. Yeah.
it looks like a helicopter, which is crazy because it looks like a
Yeah.
helicopter, and you're like, "How's that possible?" There ain't no freaking helicopter.
Well, apparently they were supposed to have technology more advanced than us.
Well, that's what
but
I've
then it
always-
just like
Well,
dissipated.
that's always been my thing. Is I think it was the reason why we can't figure out what they did is it was a technology that was lost due to like
There's
a
I bet
global
there's
event,
a ton of
and we
lost
got.
technology.
I was talking about that one. Have you seen that the picture of like? It looks like a flying saucer and a helicopter and something else, and it looks like a fucking helicopter.
Well, there's also hieroglyphs that it appears as though they're wearing like a watch.
Yes, there's stuff like. I mean, it could be a bracelet.
Yeah, but and then there's like some that appear as though they're using a computer. And I've never been there. I haven't seen them in person to know they're true and real, or it's just something on the
probably
damn
don't
internet.
want to go because the people that try to scam you the whole way you're trying to go to the pyramids.
Yeah.
I've
That's all I hear,
I've seen
but-
videos of that too, where they try to scam you. You're gonna take a ride. We're gonna take you. It's a ride. It's a ride.
Yeah, you're just trying to go see the pyramids, and they're
Right.
trying to fuck up their whole time. You're trying to.
So this
go
one's the one
just
they
look.
always talk about. Like
No, I've seen that one.
it looks like a
Spaceship
a spaceship.
or an airplane, and then there's the
It
helicopter.
looks like that. Bitch, what the hell happened?
You broke it.
I freaked out.
Yeah, but there's like depictions of like their gods with alien spacecrafts
Right.
next to them,
I mean,
Right.
it looks like
and
a
you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
looks like an airplane, a helicopter, and it looks like a yacht, like a ship.
Oh yeah.
And have look at that shit.
Well, like that looks like a yacht up there.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at the helicopter. Look at that.
That looks like.
It's like a spacecraft, maybe
Yeah,
airplane.
yeah.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
What are they doing?
You know how old that is?
I mean, that's how you know that there's, and I'm, the girl the videos I watched. So she went there and she specifically looked for this, like when you, and I don't remember where she went, somewhere over there, and like each part of the walls of this place she went to, it told different stories of their history or whatever. But she was specifically looking for this one king, queen, whatever it was. And when she found that one, she had a translator that was kind of telling her what all this said. And so when she found exactly what she was looking for, she asked him to, "Hey, can you translate this for us?" And he was like, let's go over here and let's talk to this. He
Completely
refused.
blew it off.
He refused to translate because that's like like now I'll have to look back and see exactly what it was, but like this was kind of supposed to be telling you like a true, but they refused to translate this because it goes against everything that you're being told, kind of thing. Everything you're being told about the pyramids and Egypt and all the blah blah blah. This goes against that, and
There has to be somebody
they
that can
refused to.
translate it.
Right.
Speaking of that picture that you showed,
Yeah.
there's a conspiracy around after a certain 1,100 whatever years, the world resets to where we're at zero again. Past like a certain, there's like a certain deadline of technology that we hit, and then the world resets.
Oh, the Great Flood.
I mean, I just think there's obviously something we always talked about 100 times. There was something that happened, a global event, flood,
the Great Flood.
which is
Some
a
sort of-
lot of
some
I
sort
mean,
of
everybody, not just the
cataclysmic
Bible
event.
talks about that. I mean,
Every civilization talks
that
about the
knocked
Great Flood.
us back to the Stone Age.
Yeah, so
So then when we started evolving again, this time we went a complete different direction from last time. So the technology is completely different. This time we went industrial and everything that we know, and that's why we can't understand how they did this other shit because they were using a complete different technology. They went a different way.
with that conspiracy though, do you think someone is controlling how that happens?
No, I think
Or
it's
does
just-
it just happen out of the
I think
blue?
it's just
like
A meteor,
tomorrow there could be a great flood and we have nothing.
we could
we,
get-
we go back to nothing.
Yeah, we could get hit by. We could get hit by a freaking
Asteroid,
asteroid tomorrow that would
I feel like
drop us back
something is
down.
controlling.
Could be. You never know.
Like something. There's like, oh, it's too much. They're gonna figure out something. Boom. Gone.
Have you seen?
Could
There's a movie that just came out. I think it's on Apple TV called Fountain of Youth. It has John Krasinski and I'm trying to remember.
Oh
who-
yeah. That's what's got what's her name?
Oh,
from Pitch
Natalie
Perfect?
Natalie Portman.
Oh no.
No, it's got
Yeah,
Natalie
yeah,
Portman.
it
in
looks
there.
almost like kind of like a
It's
Indiana
very
Jones type.
Indiana
kinda
Jones,
adventure
National
stuff.
Treasure. What's the?
Yeah. Which
there
I
was-
love the movies.
There was a video game with, where they were like trying to find artifacts. I can't remember. Anyway,
Uncharted or whatever.
yes,
Yeah.
Uncharted. So it's very much like that.
Yeah.
Because
Which I love the movies. I like those
because
adventure movies.
John Krasinski and Natalie Portman, their brother and sister. She's a curator of museum. He's looking for paintings because paintings have clues that lead you to blah 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 blah. And they end up at the pyramids, secret chambers, weird. But they use sound to move large things. And like the vibration,
like I said, a different technology
different,
that we just don't know about.
help them move this giant stone to lead them to different,
Yeah.
anyway, to the Fountain of Youth. Surprise! The
We've-
movie's called Fountain of Youth, and they find the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah.
But the minute I saw that, the minute they went to Egypt, I knew that pyramids. And they get to this room, and no one can move this large thing. How do they move it? And then vibration. And I was like, that makes perfect sense. And have you heard? So did
they use vibrations to build the pyramids?
Well, so have you seen that weird disc? So there's a disc, and then on the disc, like there's a hole in the middle of it, and this is like from Egypt. But there's like 3 flaps that fold in towards, and no one, like at the time, there's no way you can build this out of one solid piece of metal. Have you ever seen that disc?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I
though.
can't remember what it's called. You know. Anyway, so people have studied it because they're like, this has to be a part of something. They're like,
Yeah, this had to be like-
this is like in
this had to be,
it's in a museum over there somewhere, and I don't know what it's called. You can probably look it up or weird disc Egypt.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they recreate, like somebody like recreated the disc, because you obviously can't take that disc with you to do studies on it. So someone recreated that disc, and they started shooting like sound waves at it, like different hertz of sound waves, and it made it so much where they would like shoot water through the sound waves that are coming back from the disc, and it would basically
The Suba disc.
yes,
Saba. S-A-B-U.
yeah, Sabu disc. They would like that water would like hover within that sound wave that was coming back from the disc, between that wave going to the disc and coming back. That water would just like hover in that disc, like in the sound waves. So that makes perfect sense on how you move stuff. You use the vibrations in the sound waves
Yeah.
to move things
It would
around.
just take a
look,
big
a
one
lot of it,
be
yeah.
creating that much.
or that being a part of a bigger thing that
Yeah.
created it, right?
I still like. I'm going with my.
I just got a text from a guy that
Did
puts
you
on
and he farted.
flag football tournaments, and he asked me to go play in a tournament that's this weekend.
You're busy.
Yeah, it's this weekend.
So that disc, it says, is an ancient
Yeah,
Egyptian artifact.
it's Sunday.
Um,
I could go. If you really want me, I could go.
discovered in the tomb of Sabu, a high official of the First Dynasty, 3,000 to 28,000 BC. 2800 BC. It's made of metamorphic silt stone, a fragile cis stone, and is characterized by a central hole and 3 lobes
That's the flaps that come in.
or
on it.
wings
Yep.
extending from the outer edge. This disc is considered unique to Egyptology
Egyptology.
due to its distinctive design. Although similar large flat stone bowls are found from the first and third dynasties.
Yeah, but no
don't
one
know
knows
what the hell this
what
thing
that is. No one knows what it was for. No one knows where it came from, or even how it was built, because it was built from one piece. It's not like pieces put together. That's just like their you ever seen their pottery? That is so symmetrical all the way around, and the handles
Yeah.
are also built into it. It's part of the, and they're like, we don't have technology now that could build that out of one thing.
So it says, here's theories on it. Some theories suggest the disc may represent an early Egyptian attempt to replicate metal objects, potentially indicating an early knowledge or advanced technologies. So it's the Egyptians trying to make something from before them.
Right.
Flywheel or propeller. Others speculate it could be a model of a flywheel or even a piece of machinery, sparking discussions about this purpose.
Right.
So you talked about out-of-pocket art. Some even suggest it could be an out-of-place artifact linked to extraterrestrial influences.
Absolutely.
While the disc design and discovery are intriguing, its exact purpose remains subject to debate. Let's see if there's anything else that you didn't say. Yeah, that's weird looking.
Yeah,
What the
it's just
hell
like
is that
it's a round disc with like 3 wings, 3 flaps that fold into it, a circle in the middle of it, like it's part of something bigger.
Yeah, it seems like it's not independent. Like that was part of something else.
Something bigger, but they did, like I said, shoot sound waves at it, and basically the water or whatever they shot through it hovered within those vibrations coming back and forth.
What the fuck?
Isn't that fucking? I mean,
Yeah, that's
but that
weird.
kind of goes to prove,
Technology that we just don't know what this.
which would then lead to how they moved large stones. If you could somehow make that
Yeah,
to
that
go
was
back
going
and
to,
forth,
like, now I gotta pee.
right?
Yeah, that's
Intriguing,
it hurts the brain,
right?
but it also is intriguing.
Hey, podcast. So as of currently, I'm gonna go play in a football game on Sunday, 9 a.m. Trimble Tech. This won't come out until Monday, so I was gonna ask you if you wanted to come watch, but Trimble Tech High School football field, but you won't see it until the day after, unfortunately, because your podcast hosts don't want to post on Sunday. or Saturday. But tell them to start posting days earlier, and you can come watch me play flag football and sauce up these motherfuckers. That's up to you. But I will fuck them up. And I won't play quarterback, so I won't be bad. I'll be good. I'll play receiver.
All right, we're back again, and
You better put that in, too. You better put that part that I had in when y'all were
What
both
did he
gone.
say?
I'll see. I don't know.
Oh God,
We're back, and we had to do a little
snake
snake killing.
bastard tried to rub up on me.
Blake decided he had to go outside to pee and had a copperhead roll right past
Yeah,
him.
he went right by my foot. I felt something. Looked down. I assumed.
So that is the first copperhead of the year so far.
This rain's flushing.
So I need to put garlic.
They say they don't like garlic powder.
Okay,
The smell and how it feels on their
body.
body. I also heard they don't like mothballs, like the smell.
I've
of
heard,
those.
I've heard mothballs as well.
So
I think I'd rather have garlic powder than mothballs.
yeah, it smells great. But yeah,
Right.
might as well try it at least close to like.
And
the
it was a
house.
baby. And if there's a baby,
Yeah, it's probably. Trying to think when this like.
because it still had that long green tip
Yeah, it
on
had
it.
the green-
Like long green tip on it. And I saw it so well.
Yeah, at first he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Right there," and I was like, "Oh."
Dude,
Shit.
it took me quite a few times of him pointing at it.
But you
for me to
finally did see it.
I finally did see it, though. You think the rain's driving him out?
Yeah, the rain will. You know, they got hold. They usually are in dens in the ground, so the rain will. And plus the weather. But usually, like copperhead season, like usually they give birth like late August, early October.
Okay.
So he's probably from that time of last year. I don't know how long, because copperheads don't get that big anyway. So he's probably maybe.
During September and early October, copperheads are born all over the South.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they say August through October.
Yeah.
So we're nowhere near that.
No, that's why I think it's got to be like older than you think, because
Yeah, I mean, but it's still, I mean, it could be 6 months old, 8 months old or whatever, but
trying
whatever.
to see if you can.
Well, in where summertime has officially started, as far as kids out of school, what are your kids going to do? Because your daughter's out of college, your other daughter's now out of school.
Audrey's working.
Yeah. What
So
about your
she's-
other one?
Taylor's got. So
When
right
did they,
off.
when did they start band camp?
That's just like how y'all used to, like right around when like 2-a-days started.
Yep.
You know, y'all. Same thing, but they now have like a freshman camp that lasts like 4 days.
For the incoming band members?
Yeah, for like the 8th graders become a freshman.
Yep.
So that is like Taylor said this year. That's like right off the bat, like next week or like the week after,
holy
like
shit.
early June. But it just lasts like 2 or 3 days, like just it, and she has to be there because now that she's section leader.
Oh, she made it.
Yeah, I thought
You
we
didn't
talked about
know.
that last week.
We you said they would announce at band camp. I mean at the award ceremony.
Yeah, I thought we talked about that last
No,
week.
we did not. I did not know that.
Oh yeah. So she got. We did too.
No, we talked about her interviewing, and
Okay,
we never
yeah.
heard
No, so
about it.
So yeah, she won section leader.
Awesome.
So she's section leader of the
clarinets,
clarinets. What she wanted, gets to boss people around.
perfect for her.
So she has to be at the freshman camp to lead the incoming. She said there's only like 1, maybe 2 kids that are coming in that they're clarinet players.
clarinets?
Yeah, so
That's
but-
sad because it was always so much. Well, like when
Well,
we
they
were in
have a
school, it
bunch.
was so much.
they have a bunch of them. Like on her clarinets, there's probably it's not like what y'all were.
Yeah, I'm talking about total
No, God,
band
no.
members.
God no.
They
There
had
was
what,
like
40?
I think there were like 72 of y'all.
No, there was like
More
100
than-
of us.
Jesus, I know it was big.
Yeah, no, we had a big band. Can I get a beer, or are you just gonna
Oh.
keep talking
Why
bullshit to me? No, we had a big band in school, and now it's just it's so sad to see that there's just no
Yeah, there's
involvement.
probably 40 to 50 kids probably.
That's because being in band when I was in school was a cool thing.
Hear that, Taylor?
Even though y'all called us terrible names.
You were one of the ones calling them terrible names because you were on the other side too.
Oh, I would say band nerds.
Yes, that's what I said. What are you saying?
People called us a lot worse than band nerds.
What was the worst thing?
They would say band other things.
Oh, yeah.
Band rags.
Yes.
Rhymes with band rags.
Yes. If you can decipher that code, you know what he's talking about.
Band slags. Rhymes with that all over the place.
But yeah, so she got section. So she's got that going on, like the first part, and then I don't think she has much between that and when band camp starts. I mean, because she's only 15 because she's a youngster. Like, she don't turn 16 till August 28th.
Well, I mean, she's not.
So school will already have started for her junior year. And then, like, 2 weeks later, she'll turn 16. Her junior year. That's how young she is. She's like the youngest one.
not the oldest. So when she starts her senior year, how old will she be?
When she starts her senior year, she will be
She'll turn 17.
like 2 weeks after school
So
starts.
she doesn't turn 18 until the next year.
Yeah. She's
Oh,
youngest.
so she is the youngest.
She
one.
was on the very edge because she was born August 28th. So they had told us you can either start her now or, you know, if she would have been born like, I think like 2 or 3 weeks later, she wouldn't have been able to even start.
Tasha just texted, "Did you already eat one of those Pop-Tart ice creams? I don't want to take the last one."
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
No, so she's like super young. But, so we're going to do a lot of practice driving this summer because she's got,
Yeah, no, so I was always,
I was the older one.
I was an older one. Now I turned 18 in October, obviously.
Because
but
I was in December, so we were.
Yeah.
If you were ever born like before the next, like that was the.
So did she start school early?
Yeah, well, like so we were with both of them because Audrey was July 25th.
So Mason was one of those, Facto's son. He could have been either Tristan's grade or held off to
yeah.
the grade after, and he held off to the grade after.
Well, with
but-
both of them because Audrey was July 25th, so
Yeah.
she was going to be young too. But we were like, hey, and we talked to like the preschool or whatever, kindergartner. They're like, try them if they seem like they're struggling, just pull them back and let them, you know. But neither of them had trouble, so they just rolled with it. And I mean, I don't think it matters as much to girls being the younger
No.
than to guys, right?
Yeah.
Because that's more important, I think, to guys, especially if you want to play like sports and stuff. It's a little bit bigger advantage of you being like an older kid than that young. But and plus with everything else, like. But no, so Taylor, I guess, just doesn't have much going besides typical kid summer stuff. Audrey will be working most of the time. And
working.
she's thrilled about that.
I talked to, I'm sorry, I didn't talk to anybody. Well, I did talk to Tristan today because we were talking about graduation. And I go, and now those sons of bitches get to enter the real world. And Tristan goes, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well,
welcome
so
to it.
I could have swore I talked about it on the podcast. So she got section leader, but the day before the band banquet, she had a drama banquet or whatever, theater.
We talked about that happening. We didn't talk about what happened in
So in theater, she wasn't supposed to be like, probably not winning anything. It
Yeah.
was just theater banquet. The first year she's ever done it. So the kids, the class votes on the officers. And every year they have new, because they still have like a president, vice
Yeah.
president, treasury, secretary, all that
Yeah.
stuff. Taylor won treasurer, like they voted her in.
No shit.
So she's going to be treasurer, and she's like, "What's that?" And I said, "You got to keep
You
up with
take
the
care
money,
of the money.
dog." So she got it.
Start skimming
So
off the
she
top.
didn't even know that was happening. They threw her. She got a new fucking shirt.
Oh.
So she's going to be, well, her junior year, she's going to be a officer in drama, section leader in band, and taking college courses at Weatherford college courses, like
Oh, yeah. That's awesome,
So
dude.
she's
She'll
got
have a
a-
busy summer, though.
yeah. Like I said, she keeps rubbing that in about
Audrey.
because she was talking about. She gave us a piece of paper. Here's the paper to sign here, and so much this class, the first college class she's going to take, and it's like philosophy or something. It was a class that Audrey had just took like her freshman year of college. And she's like, I said, Audrey, did you just take a class like this? Is this your? Do you know what? I told Taylor, I said, what teacher is giving this? I hope it's the same one.
Addie, so she's got, I think, and I don't know, but it's like school's out, and then like next week shit starts. Like she has.
Well, she's in a bunch of stuff too.
Well, so she's doing some sort of volleyball
Camp.
No, it's a tournament team that's now starting. Now that summer has started, starts next Monday.
All right.
I know. And then, like she's going to a church camp
Okay.
for a week with a friend, and then cheer camp starts, and then when cheer camp starts, volleyball camp will also be starting.
It's gonna be going.
And then it's the strength and conditioning. So all that's just like all throughout the summer.
Keep her busy. Keep her out of trouble.
Absolutely.
Just keep them busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor's typical, like I said, besides the band camp. And I think they do something for theater, like a little bit, like during the summer, like a
theater camp.
Like maybe like meetings or something.
Yeah.
Now that she's an officer, she's going to attend.
I'm an officer of the law.
I am the law. But that I've never been to band banquets because she's been in band since 6th grade, but never had been to a theater banquet. So I didn't know what to expect.
It's just a banquet.
Well, this one was different because it took place in the
Theater room?
auditorium.
Oh, okay.
The first half of them we were going to move like to the cafeteria after that, but they did like they put like together like a slideshow or a video from the year. It was pretty good. Like whoever did that, obviously they're good at what they do. Whoever's making this, but it looks like the theater nerds have a good time.
Thespians.
Hey, I don't know who they like. All right, but no, she's gonna be a busy
That's
girl.
awesome. Addie wants to get into theater in high school. She told me.
Taylor has.
Whether that's going to happen, I don't know. But
Like I said, Taylor did one act, but she never did like theater.
yeah,
Apparently, it's two different things. But
yeah,
she
because theater is a class, one act is not.
She loved it. Like
There's a bunch of stuff that, like, I got into one act and wish now I'd done some theater. But I was in band, and band counts as my art, so I didn't have to take an art, which is theater. Theater is the art, so I couldn't do theater because I was in band as an elective. But yeah, I mean, it's just now you can just kind of free form it and do whatever you want to do when it comes to picking classes and shit.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Like you have stuff you have to take, but then
they have so many electives now.
but that's where college is so fucking dumb. Where you have to take some bullshit shit that has nothing to do with what you're going to college for. And that's Charlie Kirk talks about this. You're taking this class because you don't even fucking need it but it's a requirement because of whatever reason.
Yeah, or
like I understand in high school having some sort of art class because all they want you to do is be open to other ideas maybe you've never done before, right? And that's where like wood shop comes in. That's an art credit, or metal shop, and all this other stuff comes in as your credits. Yeah, but you need to be introduced to stuff that even makes you uncomfortable.
Pique your interest. You might end up liking it later.
Right, or maybe something you've never thought of and you do, and you're like, oh, fuck.
But when you go into college, you're going there for a purpose.
Yeah,
so
just give me the classes I need to be this. I don't need to take a fucking liberal arts class to be a doctor. Or what, you don't need that shit, so.
Just a way to get money out of you, I'm sure.
That's all it is. It's a scam.
But, yeah, so everything, like I said, Audrey did great with college. I think she did better in college her first year than she did in high school. It's easier, she said, less pressure because you can do like a lot of stuff online by yourself. She'd always be one of them kids that when it came test time, she'd kind of panic a little bit if it's timed and you're in the class. And, and she said, hey, we got to do some finals.
But it's all proctored though, isn't it? Where when you take it, you have somebody basically watching you, or they have a program that watches you?
Yeah, you got to be on like with the video.
Right. So it's proctored.
But she's like, I can sit in my room and be doing my final right there by myself, and she said the pressure wasn't there like before because she passed. She did good.
Oh yeah.
And I told her it doesn't matter in college. do as best you can.
Yeah.
But your college diploma ain't going to care if it says A's or all straight A's or
Yeah,
C's.
they just care that you have
that
one.
you're going to get the same diploma of a. If somebody's going for the same major you are.
So now it's like, but now the difference is you can get a cum laude.
Yeah, but so you can
Magna cum laude.
you can get the hookups after like.
What's the sig? Well, so that's just like honors.
Yeah.
With good honors and
No,
with
it's
the
good,
most
too.
honors.
It's good to do, but not as much pressure if you just want to get a degree.
Yeah.
Just pass.
Just get a degree.
And if you think, and the good thing about college is if you think you're struggling at the beginning, and you say, "Man, just get out of it," and come back to it later,
Yeah.
because all you're doing is wasting money. If you know right off the bat, I'm not going to pass this.
Right.
But yeah, college is different. But she did good.
That's awesome, man.
It's weird. Now I have a junior. My youngest kid is a junior and an upperclassman.
My youngest is now a
Yeah,
freshman
now
this next
she's
year.
in high school, and then it's going to be gone.
Dude, it's so fast.
It's going to be gone.
And we've talked about kids, and I've said this forever that I couldn't wait for Tristan to get to school so it's organized and it's not this pee-wee bullshit. Even though like football, honestly, pee-wee football was so much more structured and organized, not just because I was his coach, than junior high ever was.
It's junior high's all over the place.
But even high school, you're just kind of like, ugh. And you're questioning, but their coaches and they went to school for it.
That's their profession.
That's
Just
their
let
profession.
them do their.
But you still question everything they're fucking doing. You're like, why are we? How do you not know? Coaches spend so much time. It's just a high school
It's
coaches.
their whole life.
I mean, they spend time breaking down, and like Coach Clayton, Coach, the defensive coordinator we had,
Oh,
Clayton.
yeah, that's
Coach
right. Right?
Ugh.
You should know this more than me.
Brooke. The daughter was Brooke.
Cactus going to be yelling.
Yeah, I think it's Clayton. Either way,
I know you're talking.
great
about.
guy. Loved him.
Yeah,
Very dry. He didn't really joke.
yeah. He was.
But even his wife she's like, that's all he does is watch football film, whether it's our teams or other teams, and just that's what he does. It's his whole life, and that makes sense though because that's your profession.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
that's what you've got to do to be the best. You've got to be able to break
and
down
plus,
film and see
especially
this.
something like that, like you got to put in like
Right.
Chas followed this guy for a while. He's like a coach in like a high school, and it was a big high school here in Texas, like a big one. One of the, can't remember what high school it was, but it's one of the powerhouses. Mm-hmm. Like one of the South Lake Carrolls or something.
Oh shit.
And he would video his. It'd be a TikTok. She followed him on my day as a high school football coach, and he'd go through his whole routine. Get up, get to the high school, and he usually would work out. Mm-hmm. Like at 6 a.m. or something, and then shower at the high school, get dressed, put the kids show up at 7, put them through a workout. Do this. We go break down film, blah, blah, blah. Go hit the weight room. All right, now I start my teaching class, like history, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he went through his whole like routine during the
And
football
probably didn't
season.
get home till 7, 8
No,
o'clock
he'd
at
go,
night.
yeah, he'd go to school like at 6 in the morning and get home like at 8 in like the days before like the game when they're really prepping and stuff. He'd get home like at midnight sometimes.
Well, here's something I did. I semi knew, but I didn't know that these coaches, especially like Clayton and Hobbs, when they were coaching, I think Clayton still coaches. When the game was done on Friday night, because they had film study on Saturday,
They have to get that ready.
they were up all night long watching film and picking and choosing.
Yes, because they got to break it down to what we want to show them and what we want to focus on. And
Yeah.
all that's got
what
to
to
be ready.
fix and what to
All
continue
that's
to
got to be
advance
ready
on.
when you get them in there Saturday morning to go
So
through
they
them.
were there all
Yeah.
fucking night,
They're
like sometimes till 1, 2 o'clock
That's
in
what
the
they're putting in
morning.
the work.
Dude, that's fucking, and that's what I want. Like that now, and like as an outsider looking in, I'm like that's fucking crazy. But I always wanted to be a coach.
Oh yeah, to me that would be fun.
But that's awesome for me
because you're doing
because I'm still hyped up. I'm not gonna go home and go to sleep.
because you're doing your passion.
Right.
Like we should have. That'd have been an awesome job. Just to that's your job.
Right.
Teaching some history.
Yeah, go teach a
That's
math
what
class or something
I'd
or
taught
history.
I taught history for sure.
I'd have been
Just-
history or math
or just give me health. I'll just do
or
health.
health. Coach Harvey.
Yeah. I'll just be a health teacher.
Yeah.
But that would be, yeah, I should have. It'd been just. Sure, you might not make a lot of money, especially if you're not a head coach, but there says a lot. I always tell the girls this. Yes, for sure, you want a job making good money. It's good to have money. We ain't got to worry about finding it. But it's just as important to have a job that you enjoy. There's nothing worse than going to a job every freaking day of a job you hate. It makes your life miserable. You got to enjoy your job a little bit. The more you enjoy it, the better. Where you actually look forward to going to work.
Right.
You get up and that says a lot.
Right. But here's the other thing: if you're just a football coach, it has to be so long till the next year, other than off season.
Well, a lot of the guys will do like
off season, but then 7-on-7.
Yeah, or,
but that's not till the end of the year, leading into.
But they have
summer.
a lot more stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
Back in our day, yeah, if it was like, hey, you're trying to get the guys to come in and lift during the summer, but it's all strictly volunteer, and nobody hardly ever did that. You'd show up out of shape again when the two-a-days started.
Yeah.
Now they have so much structure, like volunteer summer stuff that everybody comes to anyway. But the 7-on-7 stuff makes
it
prolonged a little bit.
It prolongs that football season because it's 7-on-7, and then if you go to state, it's even like kind of through the summer.
That's going right now.
Right.
So I mean, that's going to go.
Right.
That's going to go through half the summer.
It depending on how far you go.
But
Right.
And so that'll take up. But yeah, it'd be fun. It would have been fun.
So I've got to give a shout out. Number one, I'm going to give shout out to Clayton Etheridge.
Yes, sir.
My dog didn't know you
Didn't know that.
Didn't know it. Love it. Love you. Love your family.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening. Get a chance.
Yeah.
Come on, talk to us.
Talk to us. We'll see. We'll get you.
I want you to take me on an airplane ride too. By the way, if you ever get the chance to, it'd be awesome. I've never been on like a small plane like that.
I've been on too many. It's a different ride because you feel everything.
That's okay.
I'm like
That's why I tell Tasha, like, it's a small ride, but you'll feel everything.
You'll feel it all.
I gotta give a shout out to Lamont, my dog, my homie. What do you call me in the thread? My homie or something?
Let me see.
You're still my homie. And Blake, answer some fucking texts because you never text when he texts.
The thing is, when he said that, I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because look,
it was like 4 messages before you even talked.
No, I'll show you.
I literally just looked at it.
Where is it? There it is. Right here when he said,
I guess Blake's phone's off or he doesn't ever respond or something like that.
yeah.
Also,
Does Blake own a phone number because he never responds?
does Blake own a phone because he never responds? Also,
and literally, but he had only sent like 3 or 4 texts. Literally, like that Monday, I was.
You see how
talking,
fast I respond, and then
Monday,
you don't.
Well, some people are busy.
Also, since last week was Crybabies because we talked about stuff that makes us cry.
He said I was his homie too, though. Remember, because I was like,
That was me.
That wasn't a pity homie.
It was a pity homie.
Lamont, you tell him it wasn't a pity homie.
So we had one of our listeners, Jennifer. She told us if you want to cry.
Oh yeah, she threw some movies out there.
Here's some movies you need to watch. I'd never heard of these. Have you?
So what did she say?
You need to watch. She goes, 2 other pet movies you should watch that will make you cry. Hachi, Hachi. Never heard of it. And The Art of Racing in the Rain.
Nope, never heard either one.
I had neither. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch them. You know how good I am at watching movies. I still haven't watched Interstellar.
You'll never watch it.
I watched Tombstone.
It took you
years.
25, 30 years to watch that thing. That thing came out in the 90s.
That's how long it took me to watch it.
And it was great.
It was fucking awesome.
Yes.
But I've got to be in the mood to cry or not know it's coming.
Cry anyway.
Or not know it's coming because I didn't know Bridget Terabithia was going to make me cry, and it did.
Yeah.
So Hachi and The Art of Racing, and obviously Beaten Down replied, "You just love to see us emotional."
It's true. Makes for television.
Yeah, of course it does.
I mean, we
We didn't cry on the
we gotta get
podcast,
ready.
though. Yeah. But Hachi and the Art of Racing in the Rain, I haven't even looked to see what those are. So, shout out to all of our
Yeah,
listeners that
all of our
respond.
5 listeners that
three
that we know.
four.
Of. We know 4
well,
for sure.
I know of 5 for sure.
We know Lamont listens. We know Cletus.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know who was the
Jennifer,
besides Jennifer. There was
Audrey,
Audrey was listening when I went and started work.
Tasha.
She doesn't count. She's your wife. I guess Audrey doesn't count either.
But she was so far behind that she
But Audrey's volunteer. My kid actually listens to my podcast.
listens
kids-
because of me.
Our kids always think we're
stupid.
I guarantee she thinks we're both like old men, and she listens.
Yeah. She called us last week.
Yeah, she was mad because about the stream. I told you about that. Remember I told you that yesterday. She said, I was listening to the podcast and Daniel's talking about the dreams and what snakes mean
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
And I told you like 2 weeks before I had a dream, and it was, she had a dream like snakes like were all over the house and everything, and just getting overrun. And you weren't even paying attention to me. You probably didn't even be telling you. And I said, it's because Daniel's full of shit. I
How does that make me
I'm
full of
just
shit
saying,
that she's
just-
having a dream?
No, because she's talking about how it means all this deep
oh,
stuff.
the
I was like,
meanings. I didn't make that up. I'm just reading
I
off
know,
the
but
internet.
Daniel believes it, I'm sure. Or he'll pretend like he does. Yeah, but she was... You blew me off when I was talking about... I said, it's a dream. Your brain's just throwing out all kinds of stuff that... I don't remember most of my dreams anymore.
I randomly will remember
I
random
had
shit.
one of these mornings I woke up, I knew, because it woke me up. Like before my alarm. It woke me up like a 4. I knew the dream was like freaky or scary or something, because how I woke up, I was like kind of in a panic or anything.
Were
But
you sweating?
yeah, but I don't remember what the dream was about, but I know I was dreaming about something intense.
Do you ever have full body sweats?
Oh yeah, I am a horrible night.
You have night terrors?
Just sleep. I just sweat. I'm horrible at that. That's why I love when it's wintertime, because I sleep way better. When it gets summer, it's like I'll throw the comforter off of me, but I always wake up wrapped up in it and just sweating.
So
That's why we have our comforters like one of those real thin ones, because we have this one comforter that's like so comfortable. Like I love it. It's
so hot.
yeah, and I will die. We only get to use it like when it gets really cold. Like that's the only time I can use it. But I love it, but it just, and I've always been like that. Like I can understand now I'd sweat because I'm fat. No, sure I'm gonna sweat, but when I was young and skinny, I still sweated. I've always have.
Like sweating is one thing, but
You do it on a different level.
right. But I have woken up, and I think maybe we talked about this. Fuck, I don't know.
We've talked about where you had to get up.
And put a towel
Towel
down.
down.
I had
Oh,
to
yeah.
dry, like shower
No.
off because I'm sweating so much, and put a
No,
towel down
for
because
sure.
of how much I've
No,
fucking sweat.
I do the same thing.
I don't understand.
And I've always-
like, but it's not always.
No,
There are random times that happens, and I don't know what the
no.
fuck that is.
and I've always, even like I said, when I was younger and in way better shape and not as fat, I still would do it.
Did I tell you we have to go get fitted tomorrow for tuxes?
Oh, is that tomorrow?
That's tomorrow
Might as well
at
just-
11.
This might be. You want to talk about crying?
Also,
You might be crying tomorrow.
but also, it's May. The wedding's not till September. Is this not early to get fitted for a tux? June, July, August. That's 4 months in advance. That seems a bit early for me.
I can't remember the last time I got fitted for a tux. Would have been my,
Well, it's a not a
Or-
it's a suit,
but it would have been my.
but it's the same. Yeah.
It would have been my cousin Brad's wedding. So that's been a while. That would have been the last time that might have been like 10 years ago. The last time I ever wore like something I
Suit?
had to get fitted
Yeah.
for.
I don't. I mean, I don't remember the last time I had fucking high school. The last time I had to get fitted for something.
I could date this because these photos are dated, and I gotta. Cause I thought I was best man. I liked the suit. So that was 2015.
Well, I just,
Um,
that's so skinny, Blake.
Yeah.
Gosh, damn.
like I said,
That is 10,
10
years,
years
ago.
ago.
Young, skinny Blake.
yeah. The suit was, I like that he had the purple tie, but it was,
I don't.
that was probably the last time.
My assumption is we're gonna go Peaky Blinders skinny suit.
That'd be cool. I mean, the Peaky Blinders look, I like that.
Yeah, and maybe I'll wear my.
And I can wear my hat to the wedding just because that
Thank
goes
you.
with the theme.
Thank you,
Thank you, Facto. We'll wear our hats.
thank you, Facto.
And it'll be September. Who knows? It might still be hot.
But inside,
But it won't matter.
But it's inside.
Because with that head, like, I can't. It's got some.
That wool fucking.
It's good.
It's fucking real,
That sucker busts out usually about October time.
dude. There was a while that I was wearing that at work every day because it was a little chilly outside.
Yeah.
And so I'd just wear it because I got no hair on my head.
Because, like, this last year, the first time I wore it was, like, I think, like, Halloween night, I put it on.
Oh, when we were out there,
Yeah. I remember I was wearing it.
I don't remember that, but
Because you're like, you told me I'd bring mine. Where's mine? You always get mad when.
I do. When y'all make plans to wear them and y'all don't ever
We don't
tell
make
me.
plans. I just put it
You
on.
100% do.
Well, Facto has his at the house, so if he sees me wearing it, he's
But
going
his
to
is not even real.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't find one his size.
Big-headed bitch.
How can he find one your size but not his?
My head's big-headed. The wolves want to talk about my head, and then that pup photo. How can you make your head look bigger?
Oh, that fucking made me laugh so much.
Well, remember when we were trying to, first you went to take it, and it was
Blurry as
blurry as
fuck.
shit, so you're like, so I just grabbed it real fast and just took it.
Why did your head look so fucking big?
Well, because it is, for one. It is big. And two, I was like, the first one, so
So close.
yeah, it was. That's when I notice when I see photos of me standing next to people, I'm like, I look like fucking Mr. Potato Head. Like, just my head is like so much bigger than people's.
Yeah.
Like, insane.
Yeah. It's so big.
But Facto couldn't find a hat to fit his, but he found one to fit mine.
All right. Well, you got anything else?
I guess we're good.
I don't know either. We'll see y'all later.
Later.
Bye.